Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday. Dude, my hair is doing weird things today. I don't know. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh god. Are we gonna have another day of weird messages all over again? Fuck's sake. Hi. Alright. How's everybody's week? Yep, YouTube morning chat. Ooh, God, I wish we could listen to music on YouTube so bad. I really wish that I could show you this song, but I can't. I have to wait till Monday. Oh, nice! How is Thailand? Is it warm right now? But it's so warm right now. I'm jealous. It's just nothing here. Right? Like, I really wish that YouTube... God, I miss being able to, like, do my makeup in the morning on Instagram live streams while I was listening to music. I miss that. Ooh, 93 is a good temperature. I like that. I like high 80s. I really like around 70s, for sure. That's, like, good, but if I'm trying to have it be warm, it needs to be at least, like, above 85. So, like, low 90s is great. Low 90s is perfect. But I like it warm. I like it really warm, so... Yeah. But yeah. I miss when we could do that. I miss that a lot. Anyway, I'd filmed an update video when I was, like, more in the midst of the healing process. I'm on, like, the tail end of it now, thankfully. Yeah, buddy, I put your beds in here so you don't have to lay on my pile of clothing. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, you can lay in your beds. Yeah, I brought your bed in here. It's so exciting. Your bed's right there. Yeah. Now you don't have to jump on my stuff and make a mess. Guys, you're fine. Oh, right. So I filmed an update video, like, a week or two ago. But then it was, like, not good quality. I filmed it on my phone, which the audio on there is not fantastic. Not that the camera is super great either, but the phone is worse. Anyway, so I refilmed it. I was trying... I just know the comments on it are gonna be... whenever I post it. I'm not looking forward to the comments. I might just not read the comments. I don't know. Mainly just because I couldn't help myself from going on a political rant. And I just know there's gonna be so many fucking miserable people in the comments that I'm just like, oh god. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. I know that you guys will like it, but I know that there's gonna be those fucking the one-off dumbass, like, MAGA person who still has convinced themselves I was on their team even though I was making fun of them. They're gonna be like, oh, but I thought that you were on our side. Well, that's the thing, is I wanted to pin on the video, I wanted to pin some, like, donation links or something. So, like, I can't even do a pin of shame. I might just leave it in the description, though, so that I can still do pin of shame. I can't decide. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be more than one, but it's just, like, I can't believe they're still around. How are they still around? Like, what the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna be... You know how on Monday I said that I would get more and we would test? Why is my hand so shaky? Okay. Anyway, chocolate. I'm gonna eat all of these. How many is this one? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 60. 60 milligrams. So we'll see if this has any impact on me. I got better chocolate this time though. This is milk chocolate. True, they're really stupid. They're like severely illiterate. It's because I've had too much coffee this morning, I think, is why my hand is shaking. I like all chocolate. I think milk chocolate's my favorite though. Because I like really sweet things. I didn't figure out what videos to watch yet. I was saving the part 2 of the Queen video for us so we could watch that. We could start with that. I know. This is my second cup. Well, yeah, this is weed chocolate, but... Because I can actually do drugs on YouTube when it's legal. Unlike other places. Which is so dumb. But it's fine. See, I like dark chocolate, but I usually like dark chocolate paired with something. Like dark chocolate with like raspberry, for example, slaps. Or like dark chocolate in a mocha, really good. Dark chocolate in a brownie or other baked goods, super yummy. Yeah, I mean, Seattle gets pretty, like, excited when our team wins, but there's not, like, riots or anything. You just see a lot of Seahawks gear for the next 2 years, and then that's about it. They, like, Seattle's a fairly well-behaved, sports fans, thankfully. Oh. I have not. They're updating it. God damn it, all my mods. Can they stop updating, please? The fuck? Interesting. That's good to know. I'm on the 4th one. I did see that because David Firth was tweeting about how he can't do salad fingers, and I'm sad. Like, that's what he used to make salad fingers. My hair is driving me fucking crazy. Oh my god. I might go wash my hair in between streams. It's pissing me off that bad. What the fuck's going on? See you later. I'm gonna be streaming all day. Not on here specifically all day, but I'll be on various platforms all day. I wish. See, I can't try the Dubai chocolate because it has pistachios and I'm very allergic to nuts. But it looks like shit, I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't look good. Pistachios in general don't look good to me, so the whole thing looks not good to me. The crunchy stuff looks good, but other than that, no. I mean, yeah, because why would you just axe one of your products that's working fine? I don't get that. My favorite fruit flavored candy? That's hard. I like a lot of candy. Yeah, see, I can't really do peanut butter, but soy nut butter tastes really good with dark chocolate, so... Same with almond butter, that's also pretty good with dark chocolate. Oh my god, right lemon? That's what you know, the one chocolate that did look kind of interesting to me was, the one that's filled with cotton candy. That looked pretty good, because I like cotton candy. Like, that sounds like it would slap. I do love fake banana. Fake banana candy is the best. But also I love those little strawberry grandma candies. Those slap too. Any Laffy Taffy. I love grape flavored candy. Also, what just happened to chat? I know, I love candy. It's so good. The hard banana candy, the nerds, or, sorry, are they, fuck, what are they called? Are they runts? Is that what they're called? I forget what they're called. Little doggy. Okay. Oh. I have one more after this, and then I'll have eaten all of them. And then we'll see if that had any impact on me at all. 60 milligrams. We'll find out if that will finally... You know. Okay, let me grab us a YouTube video. Starbursts are great. Honestly, lemon, same. It really depends though, because sometimes like the Japanese candy that's like the real fruit candy, that slaps. Or like Turkish Delights. Turkish Delights in like various flavors are slept on. The best brand for them is like the... Oh my god, my hair. Oh, like just gave myself a haircut and I already need another one. I'm putting the glasses on just to keep these... Just to keep the hair out of my eyes. What the fuck? Yeah, Werther's are pretty good. I was gonna say the apple and cutlets? What is that? Chewing on your foot, buddy? So what is that noise? The maraschino cherries, yes. No, there's other flavors. The rose ones are really good, but like, there's a Turkish Delight place. If you want fresh Turkish Delights and you're in Seattle at Pike's, there's a little Turkish Delight like shop. Very good. They have raspberry flavored ones that are dusted in cocoa powder. Bitch. So good. orange flavored is also really good. Turkish Delight. There, hold on, I need to look it up. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Apple and Cotlets, yes. Okay. Yes, it's Applets and Cotlets is it's like a Washington brand, but they sell it other places. It's Liberty Orchard, I think, owns it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get you a link. Hold up, bitch. There. Yes. Those are good as fuck. So fucking good. I love them so much. I literally will eat an entire box of those. It's... Yeah, I just started. We're talking about candy because I'm trying to eat as many... I caught it. I caught it in my lap. We're good. I don't think it's worth selling out your family for, but they slap real hard. No, that's what we were doing last time. I'm experimenting to see if... I'm experimenting to see if 60 milligrams of it will actually work. Because back when weed was first legalized, like 10 years ago or so, I was actually able to get high off the edibles because they sold them as like a 500 milligram cookie that you're supposed to only take bites of, but I would eat the whole thing. And that would get me high as fuck. But this like pussy ass 10 milligram fucking max 100 milligram limit they now have on it, I literally, it does nothing. It does nothing. It has zero impact. I just like eat them and they're normal candy. And it's really annoying. So I'm hoping 60 milligrams will give me a little something. I tried 4 last night and it did not much, so we'll see. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Why are your hands shaking? Buddy, don't go up there. Did you also have too much coffee? Because I had too much coffee. I say, but I'm gonna keep drinking it. Okay, what am I looking for right now? I'm looking for that Queen video. That's what I'm looking for. Because we have multiple parts to get through of this drama, okay? This horrible, horrible husband. If you weren't here when we watched it last time, TLDR, This guy is an absolute fucking loser. His wife deserves so much better. She's a queen. We love her. He sucks. He sucks so hard. It's like a dating show competition type of thing, except it's to like rekindle like a doomed marriage. And it's like a divorce show, and in China. And he like gets last place in everything. Oh my god, it's kitten time. Is kitten time. Is baby kitten time. Tiny little baby kitten. Sure, I miss everyone on stream throughout the week. I didn't miss you specifically. Don't get parasocial and weird. He loses every single competition, therefore they have to go, he has to go sleep in like the punishment room, and the wife gets to choose whether or not she joins him. He pressures her into joining him. She like goes and takes a nap because he needs to like cook dinner for them, and he I was cry laughing watching it. He's clearly never cooked anything before ever. So he takes this massive wok. He takes a massive wok, puts oil in it, and then just in the oil puts raw ramen noodles. He then proceeds to burn them. They catch on fire. He asks for a broom to cook with. And then at one point he just starts ladling the fire. And then he dumps water on it. Which then makes the fire bigger because it's a grease fire. Oh god, it's so good. It was so funny. Anyway, so if you didn't, I'll link you to the first episode. Fuck. I'll link you to the first episode so that you can see that one if you haven't yet, but oh fuck. Oh, so good. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna watch. That's what we're watching. Okay, that was the first one. So we're gonna watch episode 2, but here's episode 1. Oh, and yeah, and he FaceTimed his side piece during the show. There was a lot. He's a lot. He's a lot. And she's just way too good for him. She's like super pretty and like a really good actress and stuff, and he like pays to be in movies that he paid for and directed himself. Oh, and he has 7 phones. Yeah. And she has a group chat with all of them so that he gets her messages, and he still doesn't reply to her. Somehow. God damn it. Okay, let me get the next episode queued up here. It's so funny. But yeah, no, she's not the one in control of the group chat. He is. So she can't even like easily message everyone. She has to like manually add them all every time. It's like a whole thing. It's so funny. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna watch is part 2. Okay? Fuck my hair today. It just wants to fight me. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's just the worst. He's just absolutely the fucking worst. Okay, let me swap over, because we're gonna work on brainstorming some stuff. Well, I'm gonna show you what I have so far, and then we're gonna work on brainstorming stuff. And I don't have anything so far, so that's... So we're gonna do that. Actually, do I wanna... Hold on, do I already have a thing? Let me just check real quick. Munchie, why are you screaming in the other room, sir? Munchkins! Yeah, we're just gonna start with a new one, I think. Wait, actually, hold on. Sorry, I can't show you guys because I'm swapping between things that have lewd things, so I can't show you. Just trust, okay. Where the fuck? There it is. Oh my god. Okay, I got that. Why is it not here? Bitch, where the fuck? Is that here? No. The fuck? Bitch, why can't I find anything? Oh my god, okay, I have to actually just scroll through manually. Ugh. Oh my god, okay. Okay, there we go. Found it. Okay, I'm gonna steal. I'm kind of okay. Gonna steal these and then Yankee. Okay, I stole some of it. We're good. We're good. I'm swapping. Actually, he might be telling us he has to go potty. Yeah, that might be why he's screaming. I think it's just because he wants stuff, but... Here we go. Ignore this for now. I'll figure it out in a sec. Or we will rework it. When do I make a Q&A video? I need a few more questions. Yes. I need a lot more questions and then I can do it. So if you want me to do a Q&A, you guys should leave some questions on the last video. Yes. I don't know. I don't really know what I don't want to answer until you ask it, do I? Okay. There we go. There we go. How's the volume? Her videos are on the louder side.
You look good. And I go, agua, agua.
I took like a 1 week hiatus from watching this show because I was thinking to myself, maybe I'm being too harsh on people. Maybe this is just like an over-analyzation of a couple going through the worst moments in their life that has been televised to 1 billion plus people, and I am one of those people that's over-analyzing it. That's what I was thinking. And then clearly 50 Cent showed us the way. He said, actually, we can all be better haters. We can actually do a lot more when we fucking hate someone. Now, here's the difference.
50 Cent.
I've never met Yangtze, but I just know
though. I
that
love
I
how
have
much
a
he hates
torch
Diddy.
of
It's so
hatred
good.
that I carry on a daily basis for this man. I have no other way to explain it. The sky is the limit. I want to see this man be tortured, not actually just mentally, just psychologically. I want to see a man
this is kind
in
of what we're going
despair.
for here,
I will not be
but
satisfied
not exactly.
until he is rolling on the ground, flipped upside down like a little cockroach, begging for Eva's forgiveness.
This is great,
That's
but
all I
we're
have to
kind of
say.
more
So this
trying
is
to
part
plan
2
out other
of the
things.
Chinese
So I'm
celebrity
gonna just
divorce
use this
show
as a
with the
base
Yangtze
here.
and Eva couple. We've already went through Mai and Lee, and that was a whole ordeal. I get so tapped up by watching her. Like, if I see her communicating for more than 3 minutes on the screen, I have to take breaks. Oh, wow. But now we're on Yangtze. Part 1, if you guys don't remember, let me give you a refresher. Yangtze is the definition of a performative man. I don't even know the definition of that word anymore because it's just been dragged through 20 different levels of discourse that I genuinely... But he's so performative. He's the type of guy that sits there and is like, are you cold? Are you cold? He's asking everyone if they're cold. Nobody's fucking cold except for his wife because everybody's wearing a puffer jacket and she's just wearing a thin tank top, and like, that's not her fault, but he doesn't ask her. He only cares that everyone else sees him as a cool guy, as a cool man. I don't understand people like this. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that TikTok recently that I saw. It was a guy, and he was like, hey, if you ever show your guy friends a picture of the girl that you're talking to, and they think that she's not hot, and then suddenly you behave differently around her, you're gay. And that was like that was it. That was the whole TikTok. And then everyone's like, that's so true because they're not the ones that are gonna be like
why
doing
do you
stuff
care
with
what
her.
they
You are,
think?
so like, why would you fumble your own bag just because your guy that's Yangtze.
No, that's such a good
anyway,
point.
let's get into
But
it.
I've never
Here's a
understood
general rule
that.
of thumb.
Like, you think she's really hot,
Hey,
but
like
some
this?
other guy
Like, out of
thinks she's
nowhere.
less hot.
Do you like
Therefore, she becomes
croissants?
less hot to you.
In my brain,
That's
I'm
gay.
thinking,
That's
are
very
you going to offer me
gay.
a croissant?
What the hell?
Are you gonna buy me a croissant one day?
Because now you're
for
just liking
Christmas?
women
Did you
for
get
other
me,
guys'
like,
approval. What the heck?
themed bag charm? Like, I'm gonna be
Have fun with your
thinking this
kitten.
is gonna come back.
Honey, do you like Van Cleef?
No. So especially if it's
No.
something in your hands, I'm gonna expect you to share it, especially if it's something that is semi-affordable. Obviously, if you've got a Chanel bag in your hand and you're like, hey, do you like Chanel bags? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I expect you to give me a Chanel bag. But if you've got sour candy and you say you like sour candy, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I would love a piece of sour candy. It's economical, such as canned fruit. And these are like millionaires, by the way, okay? Yangtze is in an RV with the 2 other husbands. Because remember, this show is 3 couples, 3 celebrity couples that are working on fixing their relationship. Please refer to Mai and Lee. Lee is quiet singer who is getting bullied by his mommy wife who won't take a fucking chill pill. She's the type of person.
Yeah, that's the other one, which we can also watch that couple if you guys want to.
But like 2 seconds later,
She
we'll be like,
is.
wait, why did you say that I look
Bitch.
good today?
The
And then you're
fuck?
like, no, I just meant like you look really good today. So what about yesterday? And then you're like, okay, I think that she's joking. So you're like, I mean, of course you look good every day, but she's not fucking joking. And then she's gonna bring it up tomorrow. And then you're like, wait, what's happening right now? Like, I gave you a compliment and I'm getting punished. That's Maya and Lee. And then you've got chill husband and chill wife. They're really chill, except periodically they will get into screaming matches in the car with each other. But like overall, compared to the other two couples, they're chill. And then you got Yangzi and Eva. Yangzi, I don't know what he does. He's a nepo baby. Eva is a Chinese actress. She's very good. She's talented. So Yangzi is in the RV with the two other husbands, and they're all traveling to the next destination. And he's got these 2 glass jars of canned fruit in front of him. And he asks the chill husband, "You like canned peaches?" Chill husband is staring at the two jars of canned peaches. By the way, Lee's not even in the frame. So he's in the RV. He's just not looking at the canned peaches.
Who's driving?
Not Lee. Not Lee.
True, and this is way better.
Giant RVs, yeah. And so then he's like, I when I was sick as a kid, I would
China
live off
couple
of canned
drama.
fruit. So every time I was sick, I would get canned fruit. Okay, that is a very sentimental story. Okay, Yangzi pops open one of the cans, and he's like, oh. Gulps it down in one fucking shot. Who the fuck even drinks canned peaches? It's not a beverage. You're talking about like, when the peaches are halved or quartered, they're giant slices.
So funny.
He's gulping it down like a beverage. You have to chew these things. He's not chewing. It's just a gulp. Like he's one-shotting this.
Sickens
I
me.
didn't know that we're showing off our gag reflexes. I don't know what's happening right now in this RV full of guys, okay? It's like when guys swallow an entire, this was like a thing on TikTok, when guys swallow an entire oyster, like full. Okay, first of all, I don't know who developed that. I feel like that's a very American thing. It's very American
it's gross.
to not chew a live oyster. Like, I don't know, they made it a sexual thing. Like, Americans make everything sexual. And I'm American, I was born here. But they do
And I'm
this
American,
thing
I
where
was born here.
This is how
No,
you
but
eat an
she's
oyster.
so right, 'cause
you
what
get
the
the
hell?
oyster, you put Tabasco, lemon, cocktail sauce, and then you let it slide down your throat.
And I'm like, no, you're supposed to chew it like any
No, you're
other
supposed to
food.
chew it.
Are you not? Am I mistaken? Am I unsexy? Am I so not sexy enough for oysters? I'm pretty sure you have to chew.
not sexy
But
enough
then
for
the guys,
oysters.
of course, they took it and they ran with it and they ruined it. So then you saw a bunch of guys on TikTok
Bro, I
who
swear
were
to
like
God.
doing the,
Nah!
they'd be like squirting the lemon juice. They'd be like patting the oyster, and then you're like, okay, what's happening? And then they'll like gulp.
Like,
this
ew, oysters
giant
are already,
oyster
like,
that's as
gross
big
as
my
fuck to me
fist, right?
personally.
And I know that they're
The
trying
pop-off,
to
I
appeal
guess.
to a female audience. But sir, what does that have to do
Wait,
with
why are
me?
how is that appealing to female audience?
Because that's the vibe they give. Like they're
Oh.
trying to be hot for the girlies, right?
Like a thirst trap
Yes.
cooking.
Exactly. But
Okay.
in my head, I'm like, what could this possibly have to do with me? There is nothing that you could gulp from
fucking
me.
make this better,
Like
'cause
that
I
is
don't have-
strictly.
I'm
think
not
you're
gonna
the
promote on all
wrong
these
target
places.
audience right now. You're hitting the
Okay,
wrong
Instagram,
people
yeah,
right
I guess
now.
I should
don't know
probably
if
start
you know
posting
that,
into Blue Sky
but I'm
more,
just letting
Discord,
you know.
Facebook.
Maybe
I
they
do
do
that.
know that.
Facebook.
Ooh, okay, you're right.
Dude,
Not
you're
everything's
right.
about us. You're so right. So then he's like, yeah, okay, this
What is
canned
this?
peach, gulps it down in one shot. The chill husband is just watching him. And then he's like, oh yeah, Young's is like, oh yeah, kids love this shit. 'Cause,
Oh,
he
it's
was
not
like, when I was a kid, I would eat canned peaches when I was sick.
Threads, I'm gonna do
Then
that.
he pops open the second one. I'm
not
thinking he's
gonna-
gonna give it to chill
I'm not
husband.
gonna
Like, here you
post
go,
it on
right?
YouTube.
Gulps it down one shot,
have-
sharing
that's Tumblr,
absolutely
right? Yeah, I
zero
don't have Tumblr
peaches
anymore.
with chill husband. Nothing. Not even a little bit of fructose for chill husband. Chill husband is
Yeah,
so
that's it.
flabbergasted that he actually remembers this incident way later and he recreates it. He fucking incorporates this shit into his storytelling. That's how taken aback this man is. Let me
No,
tell
'cause
you
it's
something.
weird. Who
If
the-
I
who
am eating
fucking
dinner
does
with my
that?
family and I am so shocked at someone's behavior that I have to get up out of my chair to recreate the incident and visually act it out for my family members, I just want you to know, I will never forget what you did to me. I will never forget this story. This is a moment that I'm taking to the grave. It's singed into my brain. That's what chill husband does. He's like explaining to chill wife, and he's like,
Oh,
he's
like at
doing
home
the
at
hand.
night?
Yeah, he's like doing the hand, drinking the peaches. He's like putting his hands up, like drinking a peach, like
He's so valid for
what
that
the wife
though, because
say?
that's
What the
the
wife
wife
insane.
is giggling. The wife is just giggling. Okay?
Damn.
It's insane. And then later, Yangzi is trying to explain his side of the story because the story starts going around
Oh.
that like he's not sharing his canned drinks or peaches, canned fruit. And he says,
God
well,
damn
I
it.
thought this was a self-serve. Like, why am I have to serve everyone on the RV? Like, how can I, what do you mean? This is a self-serve. And then Chill Husband is like, well, how am I supposed to self-serve when there were only
you ate
2
them all.
cans of canned fruit in the entire RV and you gulp them down one after the other? I can't even self-serve myself any fruit. So what are you talking about? They get to their next destination. Remember the traditional Mongolian dance where Mai is dancing with the traditional dancers and she doesn't notice that Eva is also dancing, and then Mai blames her husband for not stopping her from dancing? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you recall that? So this is like the Yangtze and
She
Eva
does do
perspective.
that. She does do that.
After that
She's
whole
crazy.
dance, they sit down and they're eating this very awkward lunch. And Yangtze just decides that he is going to Melania Trump this shit. Just fuck it. You know that Melania Trump CNN video? Was it CNN? I don't know if it's a meme. Regardless, it's a meme, okay? Where it's the whole Trump family and they're sitting down. And then I think you see, is it Anderson Cooper? I'm pretty sure it's Anderson Cooper. And he's asking them questions. And then on the side, you just hear, hello?
In the course of this campaign that you did.
Hello?
Why did
Melania's
she do that?
I feel like it's got to be edited. Like, there's no way this is a real clip. But she just goes, hello? Okay?
Hello?
And that is exactly what Yangtze does. He just goes, hi, hi.
Hi.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Everyone's eating. It's quiet. They're enjoying their food. And you hear, hi, hi.
Bye.
Wait, what happened? He's testing his mic or what?
No, he just says, hi, hi. We don't know why. So everyone slowly
Oh my God,
turns
that's so
to look at
funny.
him, and he says, oh, it's a local custom.
To say hi?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and people are like, what? And then he goes, yeah, so you're supposed to shout, hi, hi, after like a really good meal. And everyone's looking, and Chill Husband is looking, and Youngsa goes, you can ask Chill Husband if you don't believe me because he's from this area. And he goes, oh, no, we don't do that. I've actually never fucking heard that in my fucking life, okay? And Eva laughs and just tells him bluntly, your humor just falls flat here. Like, no one gets your sense of humor here. Nobody is giving Yangzu the reaction
That's
that
like
he's
the
wanting.
nicest comment to give too.
She's so poised.
Yeah, that's not even a diss. That's almost like she's helping him. Like, yo, your humor didn't land.
Yeah, like, it's not you, it's
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
no, it's fucking you, Yangzu, okay? And he's so confused. And Chill Husband starts cracking jokes. Like, don't keep telling jokes. The more you talk, the more fans you're gonna lose. And like, his humor doesn't fall flat. Everyone's
that
trying
even
really hard
mean?
not to giggle. And Eva is later so happy. She's like sitting in front of the producer's camera and she's telling them, usually their friends, whoever they're hanging out with, will always entertain Yangzu jokes. You know, they'll giggle, they'll laugh. But this is the type of situation that's very rare. He's never been involved in something like this. And she says that she's very happy about it. She says that watching him struggle to make people laugh, it makes him seem very vulnerable.
Excuse me?
And she
Girl,
likes it.
Stand up!
I don't know who's crazier.
Too good.
Sometimes
Ma'am.
it's like Eva is so classy that
Come
she's crazy.
on.
Like, so classy to the point where I'm like, you're unhinged.
This is so good.
Yeah, so then at this point, I'm like, you know what? I would love that too. If my husband was
Girl.
Yangtze, I would want to see this man suffer.
Suffer.
I would want him to be a snail that just someone sprinkled one
God
flake
damn
of
it.
Maldon flaky salt on top of. I want to see you squirm, bitch. Okay, that's what I want. But then she'll do like a 180. She'll turn right back around and go, and that, I love when he shows his weakness. I think it's really cute. Huh? And I'm like, wait, what's happening? You keep losing me. Netizens are flabbergasted. All
I'm
of the live
flabbergasted.
comments are like, we've been watching for 3 hours and then all of a sudden you just forgive him because he's not funny? I don't understand this logic.
Girl.
One comment reads, I'm the only one at this point that's interested in their marriage. I'm part of their play. It means like they're putting on a show, and I am a fool for being part of their play. I'm a side character. I was rooting for them, and you turned me into a side character. Okay?
Dude, Chinese
people say
netizens are so fucking
They
funny.
have more money than they can spend, and somehow we still feel bad for them. I shouldn't feel bad for them. I should feel bad
Absolutely.
for me.
Which is
I don't
genius.
Have love, nor do I have the money. Okay? And so then at that point, they go back into the RVs after this whole really uncomfortable lunch. And this is when they bring up the peached can thing. Because Eva, she starts looking around and she starts going, wait, where are my canned peaches?
Oh.
And the girls have no idea what's happened on the other RV. And so the girls are like, I don't know what you're talking about. What's canned peaches? And she's like, oh, well, Yangzu bought me canned peaches, but I guess...
Yang's bought it for me? What?
Yes! He was telling her at the store, I bought you canned peaches.
That's crazy.
Because you loved canned fruit.
Oh my
and she was all like, aw, thank you so much. And she thought it was this heartwarming, endearing moment. And then he never gives her the canned peaches. He takes it to the guy's RV and then proceeds to fucking chuck them in one gulp without...
Oh my god, this guy is crazy. Like, that's worse than not even buying it.
Yeah.
It's like bringing someone's hopes up and then crushing it.
Yeah.
Like,
this
who
is
does
giving,
that?
You ever have those people that's like, hey, I brought you this Korean fried chicken because I know you love Korean fried chicken, and then they unwrap it and then they eat like 70% of the Korean fried chicken. And then you're like, oh, so you didn't buy me fried chicken, you bought yourself fried chicken.
I don't understand people
which
like
is
that.
fine. It's fine. But it's just like you didn't have to say you. Like, you could have said, I bought us fried chicken so we can eat fried chicken together. But it's like when they do a whole show and tell of like, I bought you fried chicken because remember last time I remembered that you love fried chicken and like, thank me. And then they eat all the fried chicken and then you go, there was not a problem.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it was
yeah.
the setup. The setup is the
But
problem.
Yang's is worse because he
Yes.
ate 100%.
Yes. Yangzi is worse. So much worse. It's like if I were to say, honey, I bought you this Dyson Airwrap. Look at the head on your hair. You're not gonna fucking use
The head
Dyson
on your
Airwrap
hair.
now,
Look at
are
the
you?
head on my hair.
Yeah, like you're not gonna
You mean look at the hair on my head? I'm
God
like,
damn it.
What? The head on my hair.
You're not gonna use it.
Oh man.
As much as I use it, it's giving that. Okay. So later that day, remember how Mai and Lee has the photographer that come in and they show them the pile of clothes that's displayed on the projector screen. But it's not just a pile of clothes. It's like the silhouette of their wedding picture, but it's also it opens up the massive clothes gate. Do you remember?
Yes.
Where Maya's like, I never have room for my clothes. And then he's like, okay, well, we're moving, so you're going to have room for your clothes. And then she's like, I never have room for my clothes. And then she would just get so mad at him that he threw away all of his clothes. And then now she wants to be like, I don't know why you did that. You're so unhinged. It was just a whole
Dude,
thing.
the other
Yang
wife
did,
is
Eva,
so
they have their own
annoying.
photo shoot. And instead of a pile of clothes, it's this massive seesaw, like a metaphor on how to balance life. And they get there and there's this beautiful photographer there who greets them. Eva is sweetly greeting her back and Yangzi hits her with a hello, we meet again. And everyone's confused.
What?
Eva's confused, the producers are confused, the panel of celebrities who are commentating are confused. Because they're like,
What do you mean we
what's
meet
going
again?
on? And also, it's like weird. It's a weird thing to say.
Hello? Is it your
she
arch
looks
nemesis?
alarmed. Eva looks alarmed, and Eva asks, "When did you meet her?" Oh, I never did. I just said that off the cuff. He's just saying like I was just fucking around.
What?
Yeah, no one. gets
What?
it. It's really uncomfortable.
Okay, benefit of the doubt is that when you said that, I'm like, okay,
That's
he
so
does have
fucking weird. Why would he do that?
35,000 contacts on his phone. Maybe he
Hello, we
knows
meet
so many
again.
people. His default
know
when he meets
her?
someone is
No,
like,
I
hey, good to
was
see you
making a
again, because he
joke.
literally don't remember these people.
Because he knows all of China.
Yes.
We meet again.
Sometimes, like, you know,
For the
just
very
wanna be
first
sure.
time. Like, what do you
Sometimes when I get on a Zoom
mean?
call, I'm like, good to see you.
Good to
Good to
see.
see you. Like, I don't want to say nice to meet you. Like,
What do you
it's like,
mean?
you're not-
You know I'm in your
What?
chat.
Have we seen each other?
Do you
know,
think
maybe that's his
I can't
default.
read
don't
the
know.
chat?
So you feel like they have
I'm
history?
confused.
No, I don't feel like they have history.
Oh, okay.
I
This is
feel
like the
he's
worst way
weird.
of trying to get attention.
He's
It's just
weird.
What does that
very
mean? Oh,
I feel
transparent.
like he's flirting.
Oh.
Because once they start with their photo shoot, the two of them are sitting on the giant seesaw, and the photographer is like asking them how they feel about this, and
Like-
if they see some sort of metaphor in the seesaw. And
What?
Yangzi immediately is like, "Are you married?"
To the photographer?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
The photographer? Is it?
Young,
I'm
she's
genuinely
younger
confused
than
what you're talking about.
Eva. And I don't think it's like particularly creepy, but she's just like, "Oh, I'm not married." What year were you born? 1997. So do you have a boyfriend? And it's like,
What?
it's okay. The reason that I think it's weird
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm just used to you like not saying a word to anybody. But I feel like if you're talking to anyone, guy or girl, doesn't matter. I feel like your attention is still on me or you're involving me. But the fact that he's like sitting there so locked in, like, are you married? What year were you born? 1997? Do you have a boyfriend yet?
Yeah, why is he grilling?
No one knows. It's
so
just
weird.
really weird. It's almost like Eva's not even sitting next to him. And I feel like these types of questions are really weird to ask. I don't know. These
So
types of
weird to
questions
ask.
I've only gotten from like creepy old men.
Or the energy I feel like is like a Chinese auntie who's trying to match them with their niece or nephew.
Yeah.
Like, how old are you?
But
what
no.
year? You graduated?
What do you
Single?
mean? Oh my bad. You've been
happening?
It
begging
gets
for
so
my
uncomfortable
attention this
that
whole
Eva has to
stream.
jump in and
I'm
goes,
super
hey, you're just here to take
confused.
pictures. You're not like an interviewer. Why are you asking
Don't
her
act
so
like
many
you don't know
questions?
what
Leave
you're
her
doing
alone.
here.
Damn.
I need to know her to see, you know, how she can create art for us.
Just chat normally.
And
I'm
she's like,
confused.
what are you talking about? And like, that's crazy because Yangzi is not an artsy fartsy person. Like, this guy is decked out in Supreme is the vibe he gives me. I'm sorry, you
But
can be
no, if you're
artsy,
wondering
decked
if I
out in
like
Supreme,
personally
but, like,
know
you're
you or
also,
something, no.
You just
The
don't
answer is
strike me as the
no.
person, as the guy. Okay, when you're middle-aged, decked out in Supreme, and you've got kids, I'm sorry, but you do not strike me as the type of guy that's like, oh no, I'm like really invested in every project that I do, and so I just want to see the creative process, and so I want to get to know everybody so that we all have rapport, so that we can create the best project that we can. You don't give me that vibe, okay? He gives me like take a picture of me. Are you getting my spiky hair? Do I look younger than I am in my picture?
Oh no,
that's the
like that
vibe he
one
gives
guy
me.
who's like
what do you mean? And so
40
everybody
and thinks
looks
he
very
looks 17.
confused. And they look very uncomfortable because it's not making sense.
Very alarming.
And so she just keeps like giggling and like, not giggling, but like, okay, well, so anyway, back to the house, back to the metaphor. Do you guys see what's going on? So Yangzi is expressing that he feels frustrated with Eva. So as they're talking about the house, Eva is like, I think it's a metaphor of having a balance inside and outside the house because one part of the seesaw is a house shape. The other part is nothing.
Oh.
So she's like, I think it's a balance of having inside and outside the house, and we don't have a balance.
Like a house versus work.
Yes.
Like a
and
family versus work.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
And Yangzi is getting frustrated, and he says that, well, Eva just blamed him for everything. Like, she just blames him for never being home, when in reality, he has to spend a long time outside the house for their business.
Goal.
So he even
Sure.
sent her this picture one time.
Uh-huh.
And this is like a picture that's very emotional to Yangzi. And he brings up this picture multiple times during this episode. And like, I don't like this picture. He sends her a picture of a man, a husband, who's holding up a tray. And he's sweating. It's like a cartoon
Whoa.
picture. And he's sweating. His
No.
knees are buckling. And he's got sweat pouring out of his eyebrows,
going
his eyes, just
on?
everywhere. And he's
Girl,
like crumbling.
I need the
And he's
edibles to
holding up this
kick
tray, And
in.
on top of this
Can-
tray
Can you
is a
kick in
wife
now,
and a
please?
child happily embracing with not a single
No.
thought in their fucking dome.
No,
not
he
a
did
thought
not.
in their frontal lobe.
Oh my
Bliss.
God.
They don't even know if they're
He probably
standing
did draw
on a
that
tray
himself,
or on
yeah.
the fucking solid ground. They don't know anything. They have no situational awareness. They got no thoughts, just vibes, just happiness. They're going to Disneyland.
Oh my God.
That's the picture. And he was like, yeah, I sent her this picture because, you know, she doesn't see what I go through. She's just always yapping about how I'm not coming home, when in reality, I'm doing this so that she and the kids can live in bliss.
Girl.
And then Eva hits him with like a, do you
She
think
has
that
a job.
I don't have a job? Like, I am your job. You don't have a job. You are a Nepo baby. And so she's really calm. She doesn't snap at him.
Yeah,
She doesn't
he's
talk
like her
badly about
fucking
him.
manager.
She's very zen. And even then, Yangzi is like, what do you mean? Your job is only good because I did that.
Damn.
He's like, do you
No,
remember
he
all
did
the past
not.
business failures that you've had? To Eva, he's like, remember all those business projects that you failed on? And then he's always
No.
like, you are always too naive. You're always getting scammed by people. I mean, your efforts, like,
The
you're not only
nerve.
hurting yourself, but you're hurting others. And you don't even cherish the blessing that you already have.
Wait, he's saying this right now during
Yeah.
the photo shoot?
In front of the photographer and everything.
Dang.
And then he even says, you know, in front of the photographer, if I had someone like me, I would just sit there and be happy. Like, I'd rather be in Eva's position than in my position. No, it's even funnier when you realize like everyone in China loves Eva and knows Eva because she's a talented actress.
Yeah, she's like
And
a
then
really
nobody gets a
famous,
flying
well-loved
fork about
actress, and
Yangtze.
he's
Yeah, one is a very
there.
skilled, talented actress versus the other one is literally everything he's in.
They're not
is
still
a cringe.
together.
Yeah,
They're
or
not
it's like
still
he
together.
forced his
She
wife
wants a
to do
divorce.
something
He
with him.
wants to
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
together.
And that's his business project. That's it. He has
And
no,
they're on a
like,
divorce
business
show, like,
project that
seeing
is not,
if they
like,
can work it
forcing
out.
His wife at gunpoint
But
to be in a live
yeah.
stream with him. And then he starts going on and on about how everyone in
They're probably
Eva's
gonna
life
just get
is always
divorced
complimenting
there.
her about how mature and grown
He's
she
not
is
winning
and
her
how
back
independent
with
she
this.
is. And he's so happy that she
He's
seems
supposed to be trying to win her
happy, but
back
he's
right now.
worried
That's what
because
the whole point of
he
this
does
show
not
is.
think that a lot of these things are true. And so these are all misguided conversations that people are having with her, even if it's not true.
Bro.
And then he sneers,
I wonder why she
and
wants a
he adds,
divorce.
Whenever Eva tries to think, God starts laughing at her.
Dude, this is some crazy shit, y'all.
That's a
This is
horrible
like
thing
not
to
even like
say
a,
to your
like a
wife.
regular
Oh my
insult.
god,
This is like
I feel
he's
so
attacking
bad
her
for
from
her.
the core.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Even if like
Actually
that's
looks
the guy
down
you're trying to
on her
divorce,
as a
that
person.
And it's
has to
crazy because
hurt.
Everyone thinks he's like the dumbest
That's a really
bitch
good
in the room.
insult, but that has to
Like,
fucking
this is really
hurt
the
from your
dumbest bitch in the
husband.
show. And everyone's
That's
like, Eva
that's
is,
something
like,
you
the
use on your worst
smartest
enemy.
person in the
Yeah.
room. Her EQ is crazy. Remember when she
Yes.
EQ'd Mai into a circle?
Yes.
She was running circles on everyone with her EQ, and then all of a sudden, this guy thinks that he's the smartest one in the room.
Maybe that's how
That's
her
crazy.
she like stays
Oh
low.
my God.
So he can go up.
Every time you try to think,
expose
God
himself
laughs
on
at you.
TV.
Okay, so that's what everyone
Right?
is thinking, and that's my conspiracy to
That's
this day. Is
foul!
that if she and Young's had
Holy
gotten
shit.
a divorce without doing this show, which, by the way, plot twist. No, not plot twist. I'm not going to tell you what happens, okay? But if she and Youngzi got a divorce without going on this show, Youngzi would have been running his mouth. Youngzi would have been like,
Yeah.
"I did everything. I was doing
Yes.
A, B, C, and D."
Look
and
at
all
me
she
holding up
said-
this tray for them.
Yes, and she would
Yes.
always do this and this and this and this. But now that they've gone on this show, and that's why I feel like every time he
He's
says
the
some
type that
crazy,
thinks watching his
whack
kids
shit,
is babysitting.
she sits there and she's smiling, and I'm like,
Ah!
why is she smiling?
Yo, imagine what she needs to say to get him on this show.
Oh, she was probably like, everyone's gonna love you.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
he was like, okay. He was like, I can be a badass
Have fun.
CEO. I'm in.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I think she got him on this show for that.
That's a great
that
question.
Makes so much sense.
Because
she's like everything's
both-
going according to plan.
Yes.
Neither?
Because all
How long
the
has it
other
been
two
since I ate
wives,
them?
Every time their husband says
Something
dumb
should
shit,
happen.
Like you can see the the confliction in their face.
Okay.
They're like, I'm on national TV. Oh my god, I'm so pissed off. I'm on national TV. I'm so pissed off.
I'm just trying to,
it's
like, lay
hard for
out-
them.
Okay.
With Eva, it's like
A planning sheet so
I
that
don't know
we
why
can
he
fill
just said
in
that.
different.
So after he just berates
Things I need to
her
keep track
in front
of
the
for, like, a rank
photographer,
month so I can
she
have,
is
like, a
like, okay, well,
reference
Eva, do
sheet
you want to say
for
anything?
streaming.
And she says, I
Because
have
next
nothing
rank
to say.
month,
And she looks
probably
like she's
gonna be
about cry
trying to
this time.
stream
Like, I think this
as
time he
close
went
to
so
every day as
far.
possible.
It's
So-
insane. It's not even just like cringe. Okay, you're the coolest, best CEO dad ever. It's just fundamentally
did.
so messed up.
Yeah.
I can't even think of
I don't know
people
why it does
who
that.
genuinely hate me online writing stuff like that, let
Yeah.
alone your spouse saying stuff like that.
Yeah, because this is not even about, we don't agree on this. This is like he genuinely just looks down on her
Yeah.
as a person.
like an hour and a half, I think.
So the photographer wants
No, it
him to
hasn't been an
stand
hour
on
and a
the
half
other
yet. It's
side
been maybe
to
half an hour.
equalize the seesaw. And he's so reckless. He's like jumping up and
He's
down.
probably
He
been
doesn't
half an
care
hour.
if Eva's gonna get hurt or not. He's acting like this
So
is
it's like
just
should
fun.
start kicking in
And then when they're
soon.
done,
We'll see if I get
he says
progressively
it's just,
high.
This is very normal for him because he feels the weight of the entire household on his shoulders on a daily basis.
Yo, is this person real?
Yeah.
Is he real?
Yeah, like it's crazy. And at one point, he's like so busy trying to lift up the part that Eva's seesaw is
I don't
on
think
that
anyone
the
said you
photographer
were
at the end is
rude.
like, "Did you notice that when
Just
you're trying to be
confusing.
so handsome, holding it up by yourself, like showing off your strength, that you're no longer even part of the household?
You're asking
no
if
longer
I
even
miss
part of
you
the house
specifically.
anymore?" And
Which,
Youngsu, who was
like,
smiling a second ago, he suddenly
The
changes
confusing
his
part of
expression.
that is
and he smiles sarcastically.
That you think
and he goes, "What's your last name
alludes to
again?"
you thinking that we have some type
in a
of
very
special
threatening
relationship,
tone, as in like,
which then makes
"What's your
me
last
and everyone
name?
else think that
Because
you
how dare
might
you talk
potentially
to me
be
like
getting
that? And
catfish
after this,
because that's
I'm
a
gonna
very
find
common
you, and I'm gonna
occurrence.
either get you blacklisted or I'm gonna cause some trouble with your life."
Yeah.
It was immediate. It wasn't
That
even
is
like
crazy.
casually later, like, "Oh yeah, what's your last name? Like, do you have an Instagram? How do we follow your work?" It
54,
was like, "And what's your last name?"
Wow.
He then later starts saying, like, "You just don't get it because
see
you
what it's
probably
like
are
in
not the
30
one
minutes.
in control of your entire family and your relationship."
To the photographer?
Yeah. And then he's like, "I was the one that had to move Eva to a safe place. You know, you just don't get the point." And at this point, the photographer is not even engaging because she's so scared. Like, she looks freaked out. Mind you, she's very young. She's probably new to the industry, too.
She's
97.
Oh, yeah.
She's like in her 20s,
Yeah.
and netizens are flooding the comments saying Yangtze is coming off like truly terrifying in this clip. People are saying things like so scary. I felt like the next second Yangtze was about to call the mob on the photographer or something. Mind you, he's a nepo baby, so his
Yeah.
family does have power. They have wealth. And, you know, people are saying right from the get-go of him asking how old she is, whether she has a boyfriend, already felt gross and creepy, like he's harassing her in front of his wife. And then when he doesn't like her, he switches to just threatening her. After this, it was so bad that audiences started suspecting that this entire clip was scripted. So they're like, well, maybe it's
Seeing if
scripted. And
any
then
of
the
these are
photographer
good
goes
to
online to say,
yoink.
honestly, there was no script. Otherwise, I wouldn't have looked and felt so awkward. So she's like, no, not today. No one's getting away with this today.
Wow.
So later, when the three couples, they sit together to look at the photos after their photo shoot, they're all sharing the story of like the photo, and it's all dramatic and stuff. And Yangtze and Eva, they're talking about it. And initially, all three couples, the other couples, they're like, I know what this is. They didn't get the metaphor of the balancing of the house. They're like, Eva is locked up inside of a bird cage because Yangtze has locked her up inside of a fucking bird cage to perform like a bird. Clipped her
like
wings
this?
so that she can't fly.
Sir.
Okay.
And
so
then even Chill Husband is like, it's so clear. Yangtze is the head of the family. He's the most important. And with his strength, he is the only one that can support the entire household. He's saying this fully sarcastically, right? But after hearing this, Yangtze is like, that's right, my man. That's right. You're 100% right.
I love
That
his
is exactly my
absolute
point.
inability
In
to
fact,
understand
he starts
sarcasm.
picking up that drawing again, the cartoon drawing.
yeah.
And this time he adds a twist to it. With the photographer, there was no twist. This time, the second time he tells the
Buddy's right
story,
there.
he's like, but what you guys don't see and
He's
what
sleeping on
nobody
the-
sees but me is that right behind me is a cliff. So even if I even if I stumble a little bit, we're all falling off the cliff. So the pressure is not even just holding them up. The pressure is like, really, you can't even put that kind of pressure into words.
Yeah, he's got multiple beds.
Wow.
He's sleeping
I
on a
don't
bed.
know. How
Soul's
did they
sleeping on a
stay
bed.
married
Munch's
for
sleeping on his
this
perch.
amount of time?
Everybody's
Yeah.
sleeping.
This is
Everyone's
crazy.
cold.
And then the panel,
Like spending 10 minutes with this guy is
Yeah.
gonna give me trauma.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then the panel said exactly what I was thinking, which is this is the type of man that you cannot make eye contact with. Okay, I don't know if this is an Asian thing. Please let me know in the comments, right? I feel like it's not an American thing. Because, you know, in Asia, it's like a thing, or at least in Korea, where if there is a guy who is talking the talk but not walking the walk, it's really hard to make eye contact with them. Because I feel like your eyes can immediately say, bitch, I know you're lying. But you're really not trying to do all of that. You're not trying to have a confrontation today. You're just trying to let them yap it out so that you can be like, okay, anyway, moving on, right?
Yeah.
So then you can't even look at them. Because the minute you look at them, you're going to go, you're just a little liar. I know you don't do that. I know you don't even know how to fold a fucking sock, bitch. Like, that's the vibe. So the panel is like, I can't even make eye contact with this man.
Right. But he probably wouldn't give a fuck either way.
No.
Right?
And then the other couples, they can't even make eye contact with this man.
Oh.
Especially the other women. They're like looking around like,
They
I
can't
don't
make
know
eye
where
contact
to
with
look
him.
at this point. At this point, there were points where Chill Wife physically puts her hand on her husband's mouth to make him stop talking. Because the more he talks, the more Yangtze talks. She's trying to pinch his lips together like a little duckling because he's just egging on Yangtze at this point.
God damn
He's
it.
such a troll.
Such a troll.
And Yangtze's just like
No.
going for it.
And Mai is like, every time Yangtze starts talking, she has two modes. Either whatever he's saying is clicking with her. And she's like, and she's
Why
like
is your cat
listening to
mad
her
at-
favorite
Why is your
motivational
cat mad at
podcast,
you?
right? Or she's like suddenly taken in the scenery. There's no in between. It's either I cannot look at this man or this man is me and I resonate so deeply. We should be together. That's it. 2 stages.
So did they clarify what the photos or what the seesaw is, the meaning behind it?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. And then Chill Husband is just Chill Husband says, Youngzi, I have a question. I have a question for you, okay? So we're all in this show to talk about our personal flaws. But why is it that every time we talk about you, it's always some glorious image of you, like or a demonstration of your success, or your image comes across so grand, embodying greatness and righteousness. I mean, clearly things are not working out for you, right? So you just make us feel so insignificant and inferior, you know? And then and then this motherfucker, Yangzu, tries to turn everyone back to his side. He says, okay, let me share a story that really was very harmful to me, hurtful. And he says, I remember this like yesterday. Valentine's Day. I don't know how people date someone like this. I'm so lost, okay? How you even spell Valentine's Day? I carefully arranged a whole Valentine's Day date with Eva and our child, and I asked Eva to come along, and she was like, "Can I bring my friend?" And I was like, "Okay."
How
fine,
did
bring
she
your
take
friend
him
too."
seriously?
Now during dinner,
Dude, he must be
I kept
loaded,
getting phone
loaded,
calls for
'cause-
work, obviously. And so I had phone call after phone call after phone call.
She's a really good
And
actress.
when I got back,
What can I say?
they're gone. They're all gone. And
He
then
is a
I
Nepo
had to
baby.
go to Eva, and I had to
Yeah.
spend all night
But
comforting
there's
her,
levels of
calming her
Nepo
down because she
baby.
was upset with me.
Well, I'm upset with her for
Exactly.
bringing
Like,
a friend.
no, because I was so busy trying to hold up our family and the business.
Oh, I see.
Okay? And so then they're like, okay, Eva, tell us your side of the story. And she's like, okay, so here's what happened. I was going to have a Galentine's Day. And then last minute, he was like, hey, just come to this dinner that I arranged.
Galentine is girlfriend.
Yeah,
time?
like, you know, and then she's already with her girlfriend made plans. And it's like he didn't even make plans far in advance. So she made plans with her girlfriend
Yeah.
to have a Galentine's Day instead of a Valentine's Day. And then all of a sudden he's like, show up to this dinner spot. And then she's like, I really don't want to go. And then he's like, no, but you have to come and you can bring your friend too.
I've made a
So she's
layout.
like, okay, fine. I'm sorry,
now have
friend.
to
Do you mind coming?
rename
And her friend is like, no,
everything.
it's fine. Like, let's go.
And make it
So
actually
then they
make
go.
sense for
And for 2.5
planning rank ones.
hours, he's on the phone.
I need to
running
think of
in
everything I need.
2.5 hours. At this point, they've already eaten and they're just
Let's go.
sitting there in this empty room while he's outside on a phone call. So then she's like, you know what? This is so annoying. I didn't even want to come in the first place. So let's just go. So then they leave. And she's pissed off because she's like, I didn't even want to go in the first place.
Yeah.
And then he's like mad at her.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then I had to comfort her.
Yeah, and it's a bad look too. You.
For the friend, yes.
Yeah, for everyone. It's like,
And then it's like your
He's
friend
so
probably
annoying.
expected a Galentine's Day where maybe
Yeah.
you're like watching a movie and doing fun stuff and not sitting in this awkward public restaurant where you're just waiting for someone to show up to end the meal.
yeah. What are people saying after that?
And so everyone in the panel was just like, Yangzi draws his own pancakes in the sky. No one even cares about his pancakes but himself. Like, it's crazy. And
I
he
love
says
the
that all
Chinese
he does
sayings,
is run
dude.
around
They're
like
so
hell to make
good.
money for this family.
Bruh.
And it's like crazy, crazy, crazy because we saw you running around on your phone to FaceTime another girl on the show.
True,
Don't
Brandon.
drop me a
He
pancake
doesn't
in the
act that
sky.
loaded.
I do not wish to have IHOP injected into
He
outer
might just be
space.
greedy.
So everyone just continues questioning. Like, this is so strange. Like, when are you gonna finally focus on your family? And he says January 18th. That's the day after this show ends. So everyone's like, you're so weird. You're so weird. And so I'm thinking, okay, the night is gonna be over. Everyone thinks Yangzi is a loser, and they're gonna go to sleep just thinking about, wow, I don't know how this guy made it this far in life. Well, I was wrong, because that night, Yangzi, Chill Husband, and Mai decide that they're gonna sit around the fire, the three of them,
You
and
missed
stay
most
up
of the
until
crazy.
4:30 in the morning to talk about and encourage and praise one another. Mai straight up asks Yangzi, did you grow up with such high EQ, or did you develop it later? And she's not fucking around. She's not joking.
Oh my god.
Okay.
She's not joking. And he said, it developed, you know. I think all of my progress is due to my suffering. And Yangzi decides that this is a really touching conversation. He likes the trajectory. So he immediately starts just taking over. And it's like the 3 problematic guests. So these are the 3 people of the partnerships that everybody
Yeah.
hates.
Yeah.
The 3 problematic guests. They gather, stay up all night long, chatting, empathizing with one another, just letting each other be heard and validated. And all the netizens are like, no, see, this is why people are in toxic relationships, because they will go outside, find the other toxic partners, and have a little group therapy. You know, have you seen that TikTok that's like,
okay.
just know that the meanest bitch you know in life is in a therapy session right now being validated by her therapist. Just know that. Just know that. And that's what's happening with these toxic couples. Netizens are
No,
commenting,
nothing's been
Youngson not
decided.
only
I'm
failed to
making
adjust his
a-
own sleep schedule, instead he adjusted
I'm
the
making a
schedules of
thing
others.
so that we
To
can
him.
decide things.
Wait, the chill husband didn't call him out.
My OCD is taking
No.
over, actually. Is
Not
what's
at all.
happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, and they said, sorry, the other 3 victims of the relationships actually can't stay up at night and have these little
I'm
girl
waiting
chat
to
sessions
see if
because they need to
weed
recover. Otherwise, they're not
chocolate
going to
kicks
be
in
able
or
to make
not.
it through the next day with their toxic partners. Like, they actually need to recover.
I'm thinking maybe like
Yeah.
10%
And then
right
some people
now.
are saying, oh, I see. The show started strong. And now we're just all over the place, huh? All over the fucking
Like
place.
maybe
No
it's
progress.
starting. But it also might just be
So
because
the
it
chill
just
husband,
smoked. So
what's
we'll see.
their like photo shoot about?
I don't know about their photo shoot, because I will say I only listen to
Oh,
the
that little
parts where they're
stream
screaming
checklist there is
at each
making
other.
me realize I need to actually look at
He
this stream
is
checklist before I
very
stream. 'Cause I haven't
intense,
stretched
and
today.
he does not like to do
Momentary
anything. He's the
stretch.
type of guy that will stay in front of his wife.
Yeah.
I don't really think soulmates
Momentary
exist.
stretch,
I think
Chad.
you find a partner, and then you just try to find happiness with that partner. That's
Also,
crazy.
I filled
First
the
of all.
lookbook
Okay.
yesterday.
And then second of all, he's the type that's like, he doesn't think that relationships need to be hard. And by that he means if he is
Yeah.
doing something his wife doesn't like,
Yeah.
and then that makes his life hard, he feels that that's not good.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. I can see that conflict.
Yeah. Not like it makes sense. He doesn't make sense, but like this is a very common fight that I think
Yeah.
a lot of people have.
Yeah.
So then a lot of people are not as urged by them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
They just seem like the wrong people, perhaps, to be in a relationship. But it doesn't seem like, no, these people should just
still can't
never
do
be
the
in a relationship
splits.
with anyone. Whereas Yang
But I have
and Mai,
most
like,
other
we should
things
lock
back.
them up in solitary confinement so that they can never date again if they lose their partner or something happens. Honestly, they should be separated from their partner and locked up for a little bit, just to reflect. But the next
I still
episode,
can't
the
point
couples
my other
therapist
foot,
comes
but it's
in.
fine.
She is the woman who comes in to talk to the couple. She's like a celebrity who does all of this. I think she's like a motivational speaker. And she's the one Mai told the infamous green rice cake story to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Wait,
still think about that
really?
story every time. When you've already
No
told
way,
me 10
Pips.
things to think about at night and I've run through them and they're boring, I reject all of them. I come back to green rice cake story. I come back to this and this is what I doze off into because it was just unhinged, right? Anyway, the same counselor. I think she gets paid to instigate and she does a fantastic job. Phenomenal. She
love a good
instigates in the
instigator.
right ways. She asks Yangzi and Eva, without your
Meaning-
partner, would your life quality go up or down? Eva is honest. She says, I mean, I don't know if that's a great way of answering the question. I don't know if it's up or down, but overall, yeah, of course I'd be impacted. Of course there would be a lot of impact, but at the end of the day, I mean, I have to move on. I have to keep living. I have kids. So she's being very honest and transparent. She's like, I don't know if it'll get better over time, if it'll be instantly worse. She's just saying clearly there's going to be an impact. I just don't know, up or down.
Yeah.
And she's trying to be very cordial with it. And then this is the part that's so scary. The counselor asks Eva, do you have personal property? She doesn't even know what personal property is. She says, like, what do you mean? Like, under my own name? And they're like, yeah. Well, and she's like, well, I thought everything is community property between me and my husband. She doesn't know how much money they have. She doesn't know
What?
the bank account passwords. When she needs
What?
money, she goes to him.
No way.
Mind you, she's the one making the money.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
He's in charge
That's
of the
my
money. She
worst
doesn't know
nightmare,
anything.
okay.
She doesn't know what a personal asset is. She doesn't know anything, and this is when all of the girls, they start giving her like a, oh well, you should look into it.
Yeah.
You know, and they're giving her that as in like a, no, they're not like shaming her. They're not. They're trying to give her hints in a way that Yangzi doesn't see it clearly. Of like, get your property. Get your property and get out, girl. Like, that was the vibe. Yeah, even Eva is like asking Yangzi, oh, well, like, maybe I should start asking. And he suddenly starts frowning.
That's so.
That's so scary.
Because they met
Oh
really
my
young, right?
God.
She was, she was really young. Meanwhile, he tells the whole class that nothing in his life
She
would change
earns
very
all the
much
money,
if
but she doesn't
vanishes.
even know the
Doesn't
bank
really
account
make much of an
password. She
impact
doesn't
on him.
have anything in her name.
And the counselor
And she
promptly
doesn't even
asks
know
him,
how much money
then
they
who's going
have.
to take care of the kids? And not because like women take care of the kids, right? But because
she
she's
has
so
access to
fucking
nothing.
agitated by this guy. Like, he's acting like nothing's going to change in my life. But the counselor is like, okay, let me just point out one thing that's going to change. Okay, you're going to be a co-parent. You can't just force
that
your wife
stressed
to
me
watch
the
the kids.
fuck
How are you
out,
going to watch the
dude.
kids? And he literally he looks over at her and says, isn't she gonna take the kids?
Oh shit.
Everybody is speechless. The counselor starts looking up at the stars, waiting for aliens to come and abduct her because
No, the
she's
counselor's
so
real for that, 'cause-
overhuman. This man keeps going and says, actually, without Eva, I think I have less worries. I would have no worries, in fact. And there is nothing pettier than a flabbergasted auntie, okay? Because the counselor straight up asks them, well, then what about your live streams? They're going to be negatively impacted without Eva. Because nobody cares about your fucking live streams unless your celebrity wife is in there. And he has...
shop.
Yeah, he has the audacity to sit there and say, well, actually, my live streams have more views than hers. And the only reason that I live stream, so he live streams on Eva's account.
Okay.
And he's saying that when she does her own live streams, it has lower viewers than when he's also in the live stream. That
Bruh.
he calls his live stream, even though it's on
Bruh.
Eva's account.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Mai is looking at Eva like, bitch, you're not gonna crash out because I would have crashed out 5 minutes ago. And Yangzi says, in fact, when Eva live streams alone, the comments will say things like, where is Yangzi? Bring Yangzi. Ask Yangzi to come. And I'm like, yeah, they're asking that because you're such a fool. And I feel like I also enjoy watching a fool, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, the only reason
True.
that he needs Eva to live stream, because he can do it by himself, is because he live streams on her account, because that's the account that he grew for her. He grew the account for her, and so now he's going to use that account because it has more followers. And it's the platform's rules that if she's not present, then it could be considered impersonation, so it'd be a violation on your account. But she doesn't put in the work. He's the one putting in the work. He says, I hate to explain it, but I have to. Every time I persuade Eva to do the live stream, the energy it takes me to persuade her is far greater than the amount of time that she spends on camera.
Bruh.
I'd
then
crash
grow your
out.
own fucking
I would
account,
crash
man.
out.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. And then at one point, the counselor is like, okay, then can I ask this? Who in the relationship has lost the most? Clearly, everyone in the nation of China can tell it's Eva, because he started putting her in so many cringe projects afterwards so that he could be the male lead, even though he sucks at acting and they would get bad ratings. She was so talented, it still is, but before him, she was on like a really fast track trajectory. Yangzi immediately says, no thoughts, just verbalization of words. He says, I think both of us have gained. I mean, neither of us have lost anything. To which Eva just calmly says, I mean, I think that would be me. And he says, what, you lost youth? And she's like, don't be so shallow. I wasn't even thinking that. She would say, I mean, I guess just one of the things I can think of is my family and I are from Shanghai. And although I chose to move to Beijing to leave my family and my comfort there, I mean, that's a loss for me. And everyone's just saying, all the netizens are just commenting. Had this counselor just been anybody else, Yangzi would have asked for her last name too. But she's been like a goat in the industry that he can't dare do anything about her. But she was like egging and she was pushing him too. But the most shocking revelation for netizens is that after all of this, at the very end of the night, when couples are asked to write on the card whether or not they want to get a divorce, Youngsu writes
What in the
that he
gibberish?
does not want a divorce. But
What? No.
Eva writes
He doesn't?
that she does not want a divorce. After all of this,
Girl.
after he said that when she thinks, God laughs at her.
What? How? Why? What happened? Did she explain?
No.
You couldn't figure it out why she changed her mind that night?
Ma'am!
Dang.
All the comments are just saying like, hey, counselor says, does your life get impacted if she leaves? Youngsu, no. Eva, then I'm not leaving. Everyone was so upset.
Dang.
But that is where I leave you with
No!
part 2 of the Youngsu and Eva Chronicle.
No! Oh, we have another one. And we have time to watch it, so here we go. Bitch. Let me get it pulled up. Meow. Why are you screaming in the other room, sir? Mr. Bagagwa. Kitten Bagagwa. Mr. Kitten. Alright, this is the last part. And it's the perfect amount of time. Awesome. It's not scripted. No, each season is a new group of people.
And agua agua.
There are just some things that I feel I don't need to see in someone else's relationship. That is the only way that I can summarize this Chinese celebrity divorce show. There are 3 couples. Every season, they bring in 3 celebrity couples. This season has got to be the most show of a season that I have ever witnessed in my entire life. The minute that you think that perhaps humanity is worth saving, these couples remind you, no, it's not. We all deserve to die.
But like, there's a crazier one happening right now.
I know, I heard about it. Your sister was telling me about it, and I was like, hold on, I'm still recovering from Mai and Yangzi. Like, these people are showing up in my dreams. It's getting bad.
But you're gonna give this a break.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a break for like 2 seconds before you guys are like, I need more divorce stories. Because Yangzi, you're gonna need a break from him. Here's the thing, the other day that I was at the airport, I don't know if you guys have ever been in the Atlanta Hartsfield domestic. Actually, do you come up internationally like this? No, I don't think so. It's only the domestic terminal. There's something about the Atlanta airport. You touch down, you get off your plane, you gotta go on a fucking sky train. It's a subway station inside of the airport. And then you come out the south terminal, and there are these escalators where you're basically slanted at like a 90-degree angle, and it just lasts for like 5 minutes. And then sometimes there's like a giant picture of the mayor on the billboard, and you're just staring off into the abyss. Or you're just trying really hard not to stare at the person in front of you because you can see their practical butthole. So the other day, we're flying into Atlanta, and I see this couple in front of us, middle-aged couple. And this guy on the escalator grabs his wife's butt, and his fingers are shoved in between her leggings butt crack, and I see him do like a firm okay? And I'm so shocked. I don't even know how to act. But the worst part is, in front of them are their 2 sons. Like, they've got sons that are maybe like, I don't know, 7 years old, 8 years old, and the
They're
dad.
in front, though.
Yes.
Okay, so they didn't see.
But I saw.
Okay.
I didn't even consent to any of this, and I saw. I did not need to be a part of this couple's business like that. I saw it all. This man had a baseball cap. He had one hand on his phone. He was scrolling, and the other hand just... Oh my God, I think that he could smell his wife for the next 30 minutes on his hands. He was deep in her crack. Holy shit.
No, did the wife like it though?
She had no response. And I was like, this must be happening frequently. Frequently. And then we get off the escalator and we're headed to the baggage claim. And I'm like, I just want to go home at this point. Like, if I had not been traveling, I might have been like, hee hee, kiki, right? But no, I was over it.
You're
and
okay,
he tries to trip his
sir.
sons on the way to baggage claim.
You're actually okay, Mr.
Okay,
Kitten.
so this is really what we're dealing with right now. And then do you remember on the escalator, I turned around to you and I went, and you went, what? I said, I'll tell you later. that was what I saw, and then I forgot to tell you about it. And that's
damn
how I
it.
feel about this last installment of the divorce show of Yangzi and his wife Eva. There are some things in someone else's relationship that I really don't need to be a part of. But here I am, seeing it all, witnessing a four-finger grab in the crack. There's only one person that Yangzi fears, one woman, and it's not his wife Eva. It's Mai.
Really?
Because as I'm watching this show, it's so good. There are so many points where Yangzi, he will yell at his wife in front of everyone. He will yell at the host, the producers, whoever is on this show. He doesn't give a flying fork, except for Mai. So the first few episodes I was talking about how Mai, we've already covered her. We don't need to go back to Mai, right? But Mai would stay up late and talk to Yangzi and chill husband. And they would just be in like a circle jerk of like, we're not the toxic ones. We're not the toxic ones. We're doing our best. We're doing the best for our family that we can. No one appreciates us. That was their circle jerk until like 4 or 5 in the morning. But even then, Yangzi started, he sleeps at like 10 in the morning. He wakes up at 2 p.m. But because of Mai, he starts sleeping early. He doesn't want to be around Mai.
No way.
There's this one part where he's in the little community kitchen and he's eating the rice and he eats slowly. He's actually mentioned in previous interviews that he has to chew every bite 30 times before he swallows because he gets indigestion
I
issues.
thought he just got
you're leaving
down,
me
like,
now.
2 cans of peach.
Yeah, he did. So I don't know. This man says 25 different things.
Where are the
Right
chews?
now. What are you doing?
That's true. I saw him gluck
This
gluck
seems
those
kinda
fucking
evil,
peaches. Those were crazy ones too.
crazy.
It was like slithering down his esophagus like an oyster. No, but in a separate interview, he said, I have to chew 30 times. I eat so slow. So he's chewing 30 chews. The minute Mai walks into the room, and she walks in like a gangpe. You know what a gangpe is? It's Korean for gangster. She walks in, she has like a perpetual smirk. She walks in like, who am I gonna fuck around with today? Who am I gonna yell at today? That's her vibe. She's like smirking. He sees her walk in. Suddenly, he's like fucking eating everything. His last few bites of food, he has to chug down with water. And then he's quickly cleaning up. It becomes very chaotic, very serious the minute that he sees Mai. Anytime he's making fun of Mai and she turns around and stares at him, he starts shrinking into himself. This is the only woman that he has ever been afraid of. I don't even think he's afraid of his mom like that. He seems like the type that would be afraid of his mom. But Mai's correcting all of his bad habits. People call her the equalizer for Yangzi. I think the most effective way to get Yangzi to be better to his wife is to threaten him and say, if Eva decides to divorce you, you
to
legally
threaten
are
him.
contractually obligated to marry Mai. I feel like you would become the best husband in the world in 0.2 milliseconds. It's that bad. So let's get into the final installment of Yangzi and Eva. We've already been through all of it. We've already been through Yangzi saying that every time his wife tries to think a thought, every time she tries to speak a word, a coherent sentence, even God be giggling, okay? He has said practically everything that is divorceable. Anything that you could tell a family attorney and they'd
So
say,
foul.
oh, I've never heard that one before. Yangzi has done it all on national television, especially in this episode. He starts talking about how Eva just needs to focus on her main career, which is acting. He tells her, I mean, why do you keep trying to make all these companies? You're not good at it. He's giving Kanye, I like some of the Gaga songs, but what the f does she know about cameras?
I like some of the Gaga songs. What the f does she know about cameras?
Yangzi is like, what the f do you know about cosmetics? What do you know about building a business?
Like he's like belittling her
In front of everybody.
for what reasons?
He's just saying, like, you need to focus on acting. Like, you keep wanting to be this bad CEO, but you're not. So tone it down. And you're delusional. All your friends keep telling you that you're this independent grown woman, but you're not. You know nothing. At one point, even Maya's like, hey, Yangzi, maybe, like, you should give your wife some face. Like, maybe you should let your partner have some dignity on national television, you know? And she's like, as long as your wife is happy, that should be enough. He says, happy my ass.
No.
And he just starts. This is the era where even Chilla husband says,
baby.
Yangzi, my brother Yangzi, has entered a new stage in this reality show where he doesn't care about his image anymore. Like previously, he still kind of cared, but like you could still see it seeping through the cracks that he's a despicable person. But at this point, This is the last installment, part 3. He doesn't give a fork anymore, and he's got a nasty temper, and he's just letting it out. He's so mad. He's upset that nobody sees him as a CEO, so he's got to put his wife down. And he starts talking in circles at one point. He keeps saying things like, I agree, but I don't approve. She thinks I don't support her, and the truth is I really don't support her. Like, what do you, okay?
I agree that she thinks I don't what? Support her, and I still don't.
Yes. He says that every time she tries to start a cosmetics brand, it's just nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. He says there is something wrong with her brain, and he keeps asking the other people, asking the other couples about his own wife, isn't she an idiot? She's a total idiot. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out.
What do you mean?
No, he's just saying this in front of everyone.
Like, what is why? This is just like a group, they are hanging out?
No, because the producers are probably inciting some shit, okay? The producers are probably like, hey, Mike, come here. Come here, Mike. Ask them about their future goals. And then Mai would go sit back down and she'd go, so, what's everybody's 5-year plan? Essentially.
I see. So they're just talking about their future plans.
Yes.
And Young's is just going in
Yeah.
at Eva, I see.
And he keeps saying Eva needs to focus on acting because that's her main talent, and she just needs to grow one thing instead of focusing on 25 different things. And he says, actually, she thinks that I'm being rude, but I'm thinking about her, because here's the thing. When we go to shopping malls, me and Eva, we'll go look around and we'll see all these advertisements of people that started acting around the time that she started acting. And every day there are less and less big brand deals and advertisements with Eva's face plastered on Lancome and all these things. And every time she sees all of her peers on these advertisements, I can see her face. She looks sad. She looks contemplative. But then when I try to ask her about it, she's like, oh, changes the subject.
Who are you? Like,
Exactly.
Who are you?
And so
That's
everyone,
crazy.
all the commentators, because they have a panel of celebrities who are also reacting, they're like, wait. But isn't, first of all, she's probably feeling that way because you're a dad and she's constantly taking care of the kids, so she can't even focus on her career. But second of all, I thought you were her agent. So whose fault is that if she's not getting booked
But
ads?
he's also an actor too.
Yeah.
He tried, so he'd be acting for decades.
Oh, just wait. The last episode of this entire series, he pulls out all his acting. Sobbing, mental breakdowns, K-drama comes out. It's not even C-drama, CEO daddy anymore. It's fucking full-on K-drama. He whips it all out. The panel, they can't even take it seriously. He's sobbing and they go, what is going on right now? I'm so confused. It gets bad. He can't take care of the kids. She's taking care of the kids. He makes her take on so many shitty acting roles. It's probable that a lot of nice scripts aren't calling her because she's had like a row of flops because he wanted to be the main male lead in all the flops. So there is a reason for all of that. But instead, he keeps telling her, you just need to practice acting. That's what you're good at. And she says, well, I don't want to live stream. And he says, no, but that helps your acting. He said the live stream helps her acting.
Say TikTok shop.
Yes, he says the TikTok shop, the TikTok lives are actually part of your business, and it's you need to get better at it so that you can get better at acting. And she's like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about right now. And at this point, no one can even make eye contact with him.
It's not
and
a drama.
he stops the conversation.
Like, it is
he's like, that's enough of that. I'm
in
getting mad
Chinese, but it's
So everyone's
reality
like, okay,
TV, so
I guess
it's
Like it
not
was
a
actually
C-drama technically.
serious?
He was so tense, no one could you know how Chill Husband has non-stop been ruffling his feathers?
Yeah.
He would walk over and do a little chee-chee-chee-chee, like a little tickle-tickle. Are you pissed off now? You know? He was quiet. Everyone was quiet. It was actually really scary. It was toxic scary.
Wow. And then I bet that's like how he usually
Yeah.
acts.
After all of this, they have to endure it, and I swear the producers know what they're doing because after this tense argument, the very next morning, they gotta go on a 7-hour road trip. Each couple gets their own car, decked out GoPros. I don't even know how it's safe because I'm getting angles of this car that I should not be seeing angles of this car. I am witnessing more of every couple in every car than if I were actually in the back seat with them driving 7 hours. There's like 25 different camera angles. Each couple gets in a car.
Okay, I
This
think
is
I've
when
laid it
Mai and her
out.
husband have like a full-on mental breakdown. It's a show. You remember that. But now we've got Eva and her husband, and he tells her, I'm too tired, you drive. So I'm thinking she's gonna start driving, because all the other couples, both the other wives, they drove less, but I think that they all took turns, right? Eva gets in the car and she's like, well, I'm tired too. But she starts driving. She's not complaining. And immediately, Yangzi, what do you think is a good road trip partner? What do you want in a passenger princess 7-hour road trip? What do you want me to do? You want me to knock out, I know. No, what do you want me to do? I'm in the passenger seat. What do you want me to do?
Like feeding me grape stuff. What do you mean?
Because that's what you do. Like, if I'm also driving, I want my passenger princess, my passenger prince, to be like, I don't know, yapping to me, like keeping me company, okay? That's what I want. That's what you want. No, Yangzi is like, I don't give a fork, I'm going to sleep. He falls asleep instantly. And she's like, I don't even want to drive. And he keeps saying things like, you can drive, you like driving anyway. And he keeps gaslighting her. You know what they say, right? The greater the ability, the greater the responsibility. And you're good at driving, so... And he just keeps knocking out. And the whole time, every time he would wake up, he would talk about how tired he is. And then when he does wake up, he doesn't feed Eva anything. He's just leisurely sitting there cracking melon seeds.
Cracking melon.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you could eat melon seeds.
Oops.
Are these pumpkin
Are
seeds?
you kidding me?
What do you mean?
The melon seeds?
Yeah.
It's like you eat the seeds inside of the shell, right?
I've only...
That is crazy.
What do you
like
mean?
Simply the most popular snack.
Like
for
sunflower
Yeah,
seeds?
no, I don't like driving.
watermelon seeds.
I've
Oh,
never had
yeah,
that.
sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds.
Why do y'all call it melon seeds?
Oh, there's also watermelon seeds.
I think
Watermelon
it didn't
seed.
look like sunflower seeds.
Oh, then it's watermelon seed. It's black, right?
Yeah.
It's like roundish.
Yeah.
It's watermelon. I love that thing growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
You never
get
had
some
watermelon seeds?
How do you make them?
You don't make
They're
them.
so
You buy
cute.
them.
No,
in the
but
bag.
I've never had watermelon
God.
seed. What does it taste
So
like?
the skin's actually salty. It's like you suck on it a little bit, like, and then you crack it in the middle, and it opens, and then it's like a very thin slice of round seed. It's so good. It's kind of hard to feed someone watermelon seeds, though, 'cause when
Okay,
you crack
but-
it, it's like your saliva.
Bro.
all over it.
But then why can't he feed her something else?
That's true. He could though.
Crack
if
her
he
watermelon
wanted to,
seeds?
he would.
Yeah, you crack me lychee, langan. What's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing you... Oh, you'll crack me like blue crab legs, and it's like the
I
tiniest...
crack you the fucking.
Pomelo. Oh,
those
yeah.
are
Those are
hard.
hard to crack. It's okay, you can crack open something else. See, these are moments that no one should be a part of. You know what I mean? Anyway, so if anybody else is watching this
very
entire
cute.
situation, you would think that this is his personal driver. And so she just keeps casually saying things out loud that she's thinking he's gonna get the hint. Oh, I've already been driving for 3 hours. What do you think that means?
That's crazy.
What do
That
you think that
she's been
means?
driving for 3
She
hours?
got the hint, but he's not getting the hint. Youngzi says, well, why don't you just push yourself a little more? You could try doing another 3 hours.
Girl.
She's done 3 out of 7 hours, and he says, push yourself to do more. And what's even crazier is that Eva, she's trying to focus on driving. Yangzi is sitting there like a commander, just like, pull over here, turn like this, always telling her what to do. Whenever she doesn't follow what he says, he would start just lecturing her. So then she would just do it his way. She would switch lanes when he wants her to switch lanes. And then after driving for 5 straight hours, Eva finally starts feeling tired. She's rubbing her wrists, her arms, and then she says, there's still more than an hour left. I really don't think I can drive anymore. Yangzi, he's been doing this yip the whole 5 hours. Suddenly he
Hi,
can't,
baby.
doesn't hear it.
That is brutal.
Later, when they stop briefly at a rest area, the director comes up and is like, hey, if you guys need a driver to take
You're
over,
good,
just talk to us
you're
through the
okay.
walkie-talkie. AKA,
Also,
Eva looks
Monday,
like she
we're
needs
definitely
to
gonna have
rest
to
because she's
restart the
exhausting herself,
goals
and we don't want to get sued if you guys get into a car accident. So, like, let us know if you need a driver. Before Eva could even answer, Yangzi raises his hand and he's like, no need, it's fine. We'll just drive slowly.
Dude.
Then he keeps encouraging Eva to keep driving, and
No.
his whole reasoning
Wait, he
behind
didn't drive
this,
at all?
He's so
not a
annoying.
single, not even a second. And he tells her, this is about you challenging your limits and
Oh.
keeping going.
Oh my god.
He says, who else, what other girl could say that they drove the entire ride? Nobody else. This is your way to prove to yourself that you can do it. And then she's like, I don't really think I want to do that. Like, that's not really something I need to prove to myself, that I can drive 7 hours for a road trip. And then he says, but I can't drive because I went horseback riding yesterday, so my body is sore. Guess who also fucking went horseback riding yesterday? Eva! Because you're on a reality show!
But also, it's just horseback riding.
I know, yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, the horse's back hurts, okay?
Exactly.
Not your back. The horse is tired. Not you, you weirdo. He shows no sympathy, no understanding.
Gaslit her for
Driving.
7 hours.
He keeps telling her, you should just drive it all the way through. Later, you can brag and say, I drove for 7 hours while I didn't drive at all. Like, don't you want to set a record? And Eva, I think she's just trying to avoid a whole argument. She ends up driving all the way. The rest of the time, he's curled up in like a little ball, going to sleep on the passenger side. At one point, he wakes up near the end. There's still 20 minutes left. And even the commentators are like, oh, look at Eva, she looks rough. And they're saying things like, the last 20 minutes is like the longest 20 minutes ever. And she's just exhausted. She's chugging Red Bull. And Eva, he wakes up. He says, I'm so tired. Eva's like, I drove 7 hours straight, and you slept the whole time. How can you say you're tired? They make it last to meet up with the other couples. Eva walks in, and she immediately tells the girls, I drove 7 hours by myself all the way here. She's not bragging. She's like, hello, I'm pissed, okay? And then the instigator, she goes, you drove 7 hours all by yourself? How come you're saying it with a smile? She's like, you should be pissed. I'm pissed for you. You're not pissed? Like, she's going in, okay?
What? I mean,
And
true,
then
but also
she's
girl.
like, if it were me...
Wait, didn't Mai just have one of the craziest rides with her husband too?
Yeah. She's like, if it were me, I would definitely lose my temper. You really keep your emotions very steady. Okay?
You guys can't see what
Yangzi
I'm
comes
doing,
in. He's like talking about nonsense. He's not even
It's, like,
talking
in the
about the
corner
drive. And then eventually they all sit down for dinner, and Eva mentions again, this time in front of the husbands, I drove 7 hours all by myself. Okay? And this is when he hits her with the yes. But during the whole 7 hours,
Who remembers
I
what
trusted Eva
rank we
with my
got
life
last
because
time?
she's the person I trust most.
I cannot remember.
I've never seen
Dude,
someone
Where did we
gaslight.
end at?
No, this is so dumb and somehow so
Is he
effective.
dead ass? Is he not? He's not joking, right?
No.
Oh,
See, this would get me. This would get me. This would be my final boss because it's so dumb.
Was it
I have
28?
no
Okay.
argument. I got no argument. Because how can
Cool.
you say... I mean,
go with
what can you
that.
say to that? It's not even normal gaslighting where you can be like, don't try to
We were
gaslight
so
me. I
close
know
to
the
top
truth.
20.
This is like...
I think that's definitely the goal this year.
I have no response. He's so thick-skulled, okay? You can't even have a conversation with him. The only person that can get under his skin a little bit is Chill Husband, who hits him with the, oh yeah, Brother Yang gave up on his image.
说明杨哥已经不在乎形象了。
He's like, he doesn't care what the viewers think about him. He don't give a fuck. That's what that means, okay? So he keeps, Brother
28?
Yang,
Okay,
Yangzi is like,
cool.
oh, what did
That's
he just say? He keeps saying, no, that's not why. I just wanted her to challenge
September.
herself. And he's like, nah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if the netizens fucking hate him. And then he starts whispering to himself, wait, am I gonna get attacked by the netizens for this? And he starts caring a little bit more.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, he is that empty up there.
Oh yeah.
He didn't think that was crazy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
But just wait until we hit the next part because now you're gonna keep flip flopping. Have you ever heard of the saying of like, hey, once you dug your grave, don't make me be a witness. It's basically like saying when you
Funny.
are miserable in your marriage and you decide you're not getting it out of your marriage, you dug your grave and we can't be a witness of it. That's what people are saying about Eva at this point because just you wait, it's about to turn around real quick. So that night, they decide that they're going to do this like wedding vow thing where every single couple is going to take a piece of paper and reflect on their wedding vows, reflect on their entire marriage thus far, how they got here, reflect on their strengths, their weaknesses, what they could have done better, and then they're going to read it to each other in front of each other, but not just in front of each other, in front of the other couples as well, and obviously us, okay? So Yangzi and Eva are standing there with their little scrolls in front of them. Yangzi's like, I'm gonna start first, because mine is pretty simple. He hits it with a I'm perfect.
What's she doing now, sir?
You're perfect. We're perfect for each other. I love you. I think I kept most of my wedding vows, you know? But I mean, I think there's always room for improvement. But as for you, you're perfect. Like, you're the perfect wife. Everyone watching this, okay? Mai's husband, Lee, I will say, at least the other two couples, they're putting in the work. They're writing paragraphs. Mai might be going off on her husband. She's rat-tat-tat-tying, but she's writing like 10 pages. They're trying. In some aspects, they're kind of trying. Not Yangzi. Mai's husband is looking at him with the, you know, the Chrissy Teigen meme that's like... Because he's like, the guys were sitting together writing this, and he literally like, and then threw his pen, and he was just chit-chatting the whole time.
That's fighting.
So he didn't even put thought into it. This was careless, half-hearted. Even if you listen to it, it's dumb because you guys are on a what? A divorce show. What do you mean your marriage is perfect? What show are you on? You bozo? Okay. So
I think he probably just like
Yeah,
has low
I'm
IQ.
thinking it's
I feel
probably
like
gonna be March.
There's no way someone's like has some IQ could be that like,
Probably
cuckoo.
gonna be
Like he's
March.
genuinely just
That's why we're
like
putting it
he
now.
doesn't get it. he doesn't know.
get it.
He's lost.
And Eva is crying, and she looks upset, and everyone's like, that makes sense because clearly you can tell he didn't put in thought, he didn't put in effort. It's so careless, right?
I think our goal
And then
will
it
be
cuts
25.
to her sitting with the producer,
That'll be our
and
goal.
she says,
That was so romantic.
when I was writing mine, I wrote about how things he could have done better and so much of his shortcomings. Yet when it
would be
was
the
his
goal.
turn, he didn't write a single bad thing about me. He only saw me as the perfect wife, and that touched
Yeah,
me
25.
so much. And I felt
Like, just
so
a few
guilty
ranks
that
higher
I
than we were
wronged
last
him.
time. I feel like
It
that's
made
a
me
fair
reflect
goal.
that maybe the problem is with me.
Maybe she's like so gaslit.
Yeah,
right?
I
Like,
know.
at this point, he shows any sign of kindness.
And as she's crying, he starts crying, and he starts saying, I don't want to see her cry. I can't bear to see her cry. I won't allow her to cry. I don't want her to feel wronged, and I won't allow anyone to make her feel wronged. And everyone's like, bitch, hold the fuck on, because nobody has wronged your wife except for you.
Yes.
This entire
Yes.
time. Why are you fighting invisible ops when they are inside of you?
Plus,
You
I'm
are
going
the
to have
one.
all of the content pre-planned
But this
and pre-filmed,
moves Eva even
so
more, and she won't
other than the
stop
one-off days where I'll take a break to
crying.
just rest,
Oh
I'll
my
basically be streaming
God.
every day.
And
So
everyone looks disappointed. The counselors look over at like the panel
That's
of
the
the
plan.
celebrities. They look exhausted. The other couples,
So I'm not
they
gonna
look
go
like they're
super hard this
contemplating
month, other
moving
than
to a
trying to
different
just
country
film
and
as
changing
much
their
as
names because
possible.
they don't want to finish witnessing
next
this
week I'm
entire
filming
terror. They look like they're contemplating whether or
at
not
least 2
pickleball
of
is a
the
real sport.
days.
They look upset. They look deep in their thoughts.
I filmed something yesterday. That's
One of the
more safe for
commentators
work,
even
but
comments
also
out
had a
loud,
film not safe for work
what's
with
going
it.
on with Eva Huang? Like, what's
That's
going
what
on
people
with
over
her?
at it.
We don't know what's happening. Now, eventually, they bring in these 2 famous actresses, Niping
But I'm just gonna
and
get a bunch of
Tiny.
stuff that's, like,
They're
easier
gonna
to
help all
edit
the
out of the
couples
way.
work through all of this.
So I just
And
have, like, a
Eva
bunch of
mentions
book
to the
content
2
to
veteran
work
actresses, like she had to drive for 7 hours because he didn't
But
want
it's
to drive.
working well, 'cause
and
I'm still
that's
ahead.
when Yangzi gets
I'm still
upset.
ahead, even though I got injured.
And he's like, well, the
couldn't
staff
film
had
for,
to
like,
come
a
in
while.
and check up on us. Why don't you let the staff drive? Why don't you let them get you a driver then?
No,
It
the
would have been
foot's still
totally
not feeling
normal
better.
for staff
Everything
to
else
drive.
is
That's what
feeling
they're for. It's not that you
the up and
don't
up,
drive,
but,
that
yeah.
I have to drive. You can just not drive and they can have a driver drive.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
I know.
But that's why we're
I keep
planning
looking over
everything
at him and
now,
he's just-
so that we can have
His mouth won't
good
close
with it.
this whole episode. No, it's so bad. And the counselors in the observation room are speechless, like, what is he talking about? Yangzi explains nonstop. I mean, maybe after this show, this relationship really won't continue because it's just crazy. Like, I'm not a punching bag. I'm not gonna just take all of this all the time, all this judgment, all this blame. Like, I have a family too. My mother would be so heartbroken watching this. I'm also my mother's son.
I'm a baby
Bro.
boy.
Why?
Call
It's
me a baby
crazy. Some of the other celebrities are like, this guy doesn't even have basic respect. At one point, Mai decides,
God
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
step it. And you know what? This is the one time I'm like, Mai, sometimes, fine. Sometimes I get it, okay? Sometimes I get what he sees in you, okay? She steps up and she's like, hey, don't be yelling at Eva like that. And I'm like, okay, Mai. Okay, cool. He says, shut up.
不要你说，闭嘴。
To my?
Yes, I don't need you to speak. Don't interrupt me. This is between us two. Let her talk about the situation. Don't talk. Shut up. We don't all have to talk.
Oh.
Like he's dead ass.
Yeah.
Oh, is he like acting like a CEO?
Yes.
Okay.
So Eva gets so upset. She's like, I gotta go. I can't do this right now. So she leaves
Holy cow.
and
Bruh.
goes to another room. And he even blames Eva.
But like, what happened to Mike? Did she just back off?
She then was like, wait, I wasn't trying to blame you. And then I was like, God, shut up. Like, that's when you shut up. You already got yelled at. You might as well go down a hero. She's like, I wasn't trying to like blame you.
God damn it.
And then he's like, no, but Eva's blaming me. And everyone's like,
Girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. And at one point, he says, the thing that she was bragging about last night to everybody is the thing she's blaming me for. And everyone's like, wait, she wasn't bragging that she drove 7 hours. She was in a high EQ way throwing you under the bus in front of everyone. She wasn't saying, hey guys, guess what? I drove for 7 hours. She was saying, hey, can you fucking believe that this motherfucker over here made me drive for 7 hours straight? That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
But he said, whatever she was bragging about last night is what she's blaming me for today.
Wow.
So then she goes to a second room. Eva is crying. He goes in. We thought that he's going in to talk to her and reconcile with her and apologize, but he doesn't. So then he walks in and he hits her with a, because you keep crying today, I'm gonna be cyberbullied to death by netizens.
Oh my god.
my gosh.
Oh my god. We need to bully the shit out of this guy.
Yes, this is crazy. This is crazy. But Young's is like, hey, can you stop crying? They're gonna bully me. They're gonna write mean comments about me.
Little Mr.
And then he keeps gaslighting her. The reason why I was mad is because we both said that you would create a new record of your own.
What are you trying to eat right now? Hey.
But then when you're
Don't
talking
eat
about
the
it today, you
notepad.
started crying.
Sir.
She's crying some
Mr.
more.
Kitty.
He's like, okay. So
Mr.
here's the thing.
Kitty, don't
I'm gonna
eat
go back
that.
outside. Don't make
eat
everyone
my
wait
keyboard.
for
That's
you,
illegal.
okay? You should come out in about 3 minutes.
Munchkins.
If you don't come out in 3 minutes,
Munchkins.
I'm gonna quit filming.
This is getting scary.
Oh, that's
This is
even
very
He
scary.
just like triple down.
Yeah.
Let me make space.
And then they
He
keep
gave-
talking.
He gave
No,
her
don't
like, an
attack my
ultimatum.
keyboard.
3
That's
minutes
not
is
nice.
crazy.
And I
In
think
the
he
midst of-
notices that.
This is
Because he says,
Munchie.
okay,
Hey.
I'm gonna give you 10 minutes
This is mean.
to think calmly. Do
This
you
is
understand me?
very
I hope you
illegal,
can follow my
sir.
pace for one last time. You come in 10
Mr.
minutes,
Bell,
I'll
don't
wait
eat
for
that.
you regardless of the reason. If you don't come, then I'm gonna
can't
quit
eat the
filming.
wires.
When he walks out,
Yo, this is crazy.
no, it gets crazy. When he walks out,
Because if someone
Yeah.
says that, I'll be like,
That's
oh yeah,
illegal.
quit filming.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
bye, bye, I'm coming out in an hour.
You're gonna get bullied.
Yeah.
Not me.
So then he walks out. He goes to a producer. He's like, what time is it? 2:35. Remind me when it's 2:45, okay?
The producer's like, okay, the show is on, guys.
Yeah.
All cameras, everything's on.
This is fucking crazy. So then one of the
Sir, what are you doing
actresses,
right now?
she sits down with Yangzi and she's like, you know, I really used to not understand
being
you.
a little
But after
demon
what
right
you said
now.
today, I can understand you. You're a man who likes to get things done. And he's like, get off on this. He's like, yeah, I am. You know, you always think about your family, your wife, and you think that they'll always wait for you, right? And you're preparing their future properly. You know, you have properly gotten the money together, the house, the
No,
children's
don't eat
schooling
that.
expenses.
Let go.
None of that's a problem, right? You've set that all aside
No,
because
you
you're a
can't.
forward-thinking husband.
Munchie.
He's like, yeah.
Munchie.
And she hits him
Don't
with
eat
a
that.
good.
Let go.
So
No.
promise me this
Let go. No.
on television
No.
that if you and your wife ever divorce,
Sir.
you will not do her
Sir,
dirty.
please. Don't eat the wire.
She makes him
No,
promise
no, I'm not.
in
I'm
front
trying to
of
get you to
national
stop.
television because she later says after
Mr. Kitten.
experiencing Yangzi, she
Uh-oh, he's
couldn't
coming for the
sleep
mic.
for multiple days out of anger.
Munchie.
Oh, like in the sense of
Munchkins.
he wouldn't just like left her with
Munchkins.
nothing.
I
Like,
made
it
a whole
would be, like,
space for you,
fierce-
and now
Yeah,
what's
like,
happening?
Don't f her up and promise on national TV you won't f her up.
on the
Munchie,
money
you're sitting on the
Yeah.
mic.
On the kids,
You're
child
sitting
support,
on the
everything.
mic.
Don't f her up. and he realizes
No,
that she
can I
set a
take the
trap.
mic
So
away
he
from you,
has
sir? Thank you.
nothing to do except fume by himself and promise that he's not going to fuck his wife up in the divorce. But she said that she's been asleep for several nights. It's giving like, you know, when you practice conversations in your head all over again. And this is just a third-party actress that was asked to come in and consult with the couples.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone
Are you
commented
leaving
on
me?
this episode. Suddenly, my husband
And
is
he's
a
gone.
lot more palatable because of Youngsu. You know what I mean? So
Jesus Christ.
I guess this program really is reducing marriage and divorce rates at the
chaos.
same time simultaneously. No one's getting married. No one's
Oh
getting
my God.
divorced because it could always be worse out there. The next episode, though, Youngsu
pointed my foot.
realizes what's happening. So he switches it up. He said, let me do a 180-degree change. He grabs his wife's hand out of nowhere. And there was this little cut that she had like 20 years ago. And he's looking at it. And he's like
that
studying
fucking hurt.
it, making sure it's okay. And even she's looking at him, looking at her finger, looking like, are you fucking okay? Are you all right up there? What's happening? She's speechless. And he keeps asking her all day, like, I'm really trying to be sincere. Can you feel my sincerity? I don't know what that means. If someone asks me if I can feel their sincerity, I don't even know what that means. Like, what do you want me to say?
I was trying to move it
Can you feel
around
how alert and aware
stuff
I am
under my
today?
desk, and I pointed
Not
it on
lying.
accident, and it
I don't
really
know what
fucking
I would
hurt.
say. And Eva is just speechless. She keeps closing her eyes and going, She's like, when I open my eyes, he's not going to be here. When I open my eyes, this will all be a dream. Okay, but she opens her eyes, and he's still there. Oh my God. And the final stage, before the couples decide if they're going to get a divorce or not, is 36 questions. They sit in this super sci-fi room that looks like it's in the middle of the desert, but there's this giant window outlooking the desert, and they sit facing each other, and they have to answer 36 questions. It doesn't start off super emotional, but Youngsu, remember all that acting he did? He's sitting there. You can already tell. Like, you know when
He's
people are
getting into the character.
Yeah, like, you know when people are in a mood and you can tell, but the mood is not genuine. When someone
Like
is
TikTok acting.
Yes, it's TikTok. He's like looking afar. You know. First question. Eva's smiling because the first question is a light question. There's 36 questions. Usually the emotions, I mean, I would imagine the producers ask the questions in a way where maybe we start hitting 34, number 35, number 36. That's when it gets emotional. If you could only have one last dinner for the rest of your life, who would you choose to eat with? I don't know what's going on. Perhaps my body is really weak right now. I've always felt that this is merely a show.
Is he crying, sobbing? What is going
Yeah,
on?
but I'm increasingly discovering that this show is a spiritual interrogation into myself. Bro, just fucking answer the question. Who are you having dinner with? No one asked for your introductions about the TV show. If there's only one dinner in life left,
about?
I want to have my last dinner with you.
What?
And tell you how much I love you. And I'll say that one last sentence, I love you, I love you, I love you so much. Even the counselors are looking at this like, I mean, one of them comments like, isn't it a little too soon for this? It's the first question. We got 36 more questions. Buddy, we can't keep up this emotional journey with you. Eva looks confused and Youngsu keeps holding his hand to his chest looking somber. He's not even looking at Eva. I don't know if he's confessing this to Eva or to us. I'm like, are you telling me that? Because he's like acting to the cameras. He won't even look at her.
That's crazy.
I don't know if it's the lack of food and the sleep. Bitch, I saw you sleep in the car, okay? The sleep the last 2 days, I don't know why I'm so fragile right now. Last night, I was asked if I wanted a divorce, and I said yes.
Oh.
But I told the other guys that I just want to make you happy myself. I don't trust anyone else. And after so many years, I've never made you happy.
Girl.
All I do is run around, work. That's all. That's all. I mean, it cuts to these two counselors that are always in front, and they just be smirking the whole time.
We need
There's
more
little tiny
spiritual
square edited on,
interrogations.
it's just- Every time he starts crying, you just see floating counselors' heads, and there's just...
What flavor do I think the smells
at no
are?
point do they feel anything. And he's just breathing and
What do you
sobbing
mean?
and dry heaving and reaches
How
into his...
bad is it? 0 to 10, the acting.
It's giving like high school play.
High school play?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He reaches into his pocket. He's got a tissue. I've never met a guy who just carries around tissues, okay? I carry around tissues because I'm a sinusy bitch. He has a tissue in his pocket.
That's me.
Never seen that before
That's
in my
me.
life. He whips it out like he's ready. And Eva is just staring into his soul.
What did
I
we
think
do
she's trying
last
to
time?
understand
I'm
where this
trying
is
to
coming
remember.
from, or if this is legitimate. And she says, I also
It
choose to
was
eat with you.
rank
It
ending in
seems like there are a
5,
lot of things
rank
between
ending
us
in
that haven't been
0.
said yet. And as she's saying that, he gets his he's just honking like a fucking bullhorn. He's not even wiping his eyes. He's honking like an elephant trunk. And I know what you're gonna say. I don't even say it. Don't say it.
I don't even know what I'm
No,
gonna
sorry,
say.
I'm
When
trying to
I
remember
cry,
what the
my
like
nose cries more than my
things-
eyes cry.
what
And
ranks-
so I be honking like an elephant too. And do you know how
What were
embarrassing
the
that is?
metrics
That's
that we
very
had to hit?
embarrassing. I wish I could be like a cute little crier.
miniature
but no,
rewards.
why does he have to honk? I can still hold it.
Yeah,
You know,
ending in
sometimes
5 or 0.
I try to hold it,
Did
and
we
then
have
my ears
anything
get
else?
clogged.
Can we
Like I'm
think
on
of
a
anything
plane.
else?
Really high altitude.
Can we think of a
he
third
can hold
metric?
it, but he doesn't. He's blowing his nose like an elephant's blowhole, and she's responding. He never once looks at her. It feels like he's declaring the love for the audience, and his answers are just so bizarre. Please describe in detail.
No, I'm
your
not asking about the
idea of a
rewards yet.
perfect
I'm
day.
asking about
Question
the
number 2.
metrics.
My most
69 was a
perfect day.
metric. You're so right.
It's when I overheard one of the guys tell me that you were answering a question whether or not to divorce me, and you chose not to divorce me. I slept particularly well that day. The next day, you gave me your hat. That was a gift that made me especially happy.
Yes, rank
Even when
42.
I saw a string come loose, I just sewed it back on again, and
Is there another one?
that hat made me so happy. And I will wear it happily anywhere.
I'm good if we just have these 4 also. Those are good. Those are also
Yesterday,
good.
you accidentally left your white hat in my room. I tied the 2 hats together so that they could be together, and
What is going on?
that was...
Okay.
I think that day was the most perfect
I feel like
day
this is good.
over the past few
This is
years.
good.
Okay.
I don't even know how that answered the question. I don't know how a hat is a perfect day. He's not even telling me how he wore the hat and all this good stuff started happening because he's wearing the hat. He's just like, your hat had a loose string, so I sewed it back together, bitch. Anyways, that was the best day of my life. Like,
God
what
damn
do you
it.
mean? I don't know what you're saying. And then I think he forgets that he's supposed to be acting and that the cameras are rolling 24/7 because he hits the producers with the next question. Okay, what's even crazier is the producers are like, oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Huang, you haven't answered the question yet. He doesn't even care about his wife's answer. And then he's like, oh, right,
Dude,
you
this
haven't
fucking
answered
guy,
the
I
question. Go
cannot with
ahead.
him. He's
And so
the
she's thinking about
worst.
it, and he says, and as she's responding, he's like, I can't answer any more questions.
You just
He's rubbing his
What?
eyes. Okay, and then the next question is listing positive attributes you love about your partner. And he's like, everything about your looks is perfect to me. Everything about your personality is attractive to me. And a counselor literally moans in pain. Okay? Even if we don't end up together in the end, you will be the one woman that I love the most in life, the one that I can never forget, and the one that I owe the most in life, and the saddest loss because I haven't had the chance to love you properly. Next! Okay. Sir, Mrs. Wong hasn't been able to answer a
Wait,
single
every
fucking
time?
every single time!
Bro, what is this problem?
And then he starts sobbing about how he could have treated her better, and all of this it's giving. So I had a smuggled phone in my butt crack last night, a contraband phone, and I called my publicist last night, and they told me that I gotta get it together. So I'm putting on the show of my life. That's what this is giving me. The minute that he finishes speaking, he covers his whole face with his hands, and then the minute that he removes his hands, I don't see a tear.
He's like, come on, focus.
Yeah.
What's my next line again?
Oh, also the producers know what they're doing because they're playing an acoustic version of "I Was Never There" by The Weeknd.
What is that?
It's a Weeknd song. That's all you need to know, which is crazy. Listen.
So why is that crazy? Like it made it very. What does that
Goofy.
mean? Oh, goofy.
Yeah.
What you doing, sir?
What? And he's just
Back on the kid perch.
This is giving like a maybe a few years ago you're like going out and you're getting ready and you're like, I want to look
like
sexy.
like TikTok, right? TikTok.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're just playing it while he's like, I can't do this anymore. Eventually he gets up and goes to the giant window. He's like, I can't do this. I can't film. Oh my god, I can't do this either. No, but it's worse because he doesn't even do that. He's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't film anymore. So where do you suppose that a man goes if he can't film anymore? I would imagine, I don't know, maybe behind the camera, like anywhere that is not in the frame of the camera. Instead, he walks towards the big giant window that's a part of the set. And he sits down on the floor and he starts sobbing. And the counselors are like, are we watching a theater play right now? What the hell is going on?
Oh, damn it.
And he keeps saying things like, water spilled can't be scooped back up. It's giving the toothpaste can't be put back in the tube.
What?
He's like, I can't do this anymore. Eva gives him some tissues, and then immediately, somehow, he's back on the filming chair answering more questions. Next! Okay. I'm so confused. And then he gets up again. He does this multiple times. At one point, there's this meme that has gone viral since then of him sitting there, and Eva doesn't immediately get up because she too is crying. And he looks to the right. He's like, where the hell is she? Yeah, so that has gone very viral.
Oh my god.
That. Yeah. You guys have never done that before? Don't lie. You guys have never done that. Leave me alone.
Slam door. Sit down. Let me hear. Is he coming?
And then after this, time the RV
was like, why is
a little
this
bit
not
different.
lining
So you know
up?
how Ma and her husband, the RVs stop driving, right?
That's
If you want, or they keep driving. So this one, they're gonna sit outside the RV, and then the RV will either drive. Okay, so both RVs will drive off, and it will unveil if they're there. That they're on the other sides of the RV.
Oh, okay.
So it's very suspenseful. They have an hourglass that's going, and by that time is up, you got to get up out of the RV, or the RV is going to drive away with you inside of it. It's a big momentous moment. And so both of them are in the RV. Eva looks very contemplative. Youngzi looks like he's zoning out.
So can you tell people the premise one more time? So they're deciding right now, final.
If they're going to divorce or not.
Right. If they stay, they're staying together.
Yeah.
If they drive, one of them drive off in the RV, that means they're divorcing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or both of them could drive off.
Yeah.
And you see at the very last minute, both of them get up from their seat in the RV.
They want to stay?
Yangzi opens the door to his RV and he sits outside. He still can't see if Eva's there because it's covered. And then Eva gets up last minute. And as both RVs drive away, Eva is gone. She's in the RV.
Yay.
I'm gonna cry.
Thank fucking God.
He's just alone sitting there. He starts sobbing like a little boy, and then he eventually says, "It's not like I can't do better."
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Does this sob feel different from the sob during the questioning, or it's similar? What's the energy?
More kid.
More kid-like.
Yeah.
So would you say it's like more?
It feels more like humiliated versus. It doesn't seem like he's genuinely upset about Eva.
Right. But it also doesn't feel like he was performing.
No.
Like he just. Wow.
And Eva's crying, and she said it was the hardest decision that she had to make. But the counselors are so proud of her. They're just so glad. And I mean,
We're all
crazy
so
because
glad.
afterwards, they do end up divorcing. They don't
Good.
stay together after the show.
So after this van drove off,
Yeah.
do they interact anymore, or that was it?
Yeah, they do. So they end up divorcing. Or at least
Thank
it's
fucking
publicly
God,
known
bro.
that they're divorcing. But they have children together, so I'm assuming they interact. I don't know. However, we do have interactions.
filled out the whole
because
sheet now.
Yangzi
Now
has
we
now
can
made
plan
it
it.
his whole live stream personality to try to win Eva back in his live streams while he's live stream
my God.
TikTok shop selling. So during
So
the
he is still using her likeness.
Yes, and he keeps complaining to everyone that he left the marriage with nothing. Eva has 90% of the assets, the cash, ownership of everything. I don't believe any of that. He just be yip yapping. I feel like he's got a lot, okay? And he keeps saying, Eva is wealthier than me, but this is my responsibility. He said that with every last penny he had, he purchased this 11-carat diamond, and he's gonna re-propose to Eva. And then he walks in with a huge bouquet of 999 fucking roses, and everyone in the comments, yes, but you remember, Eva doesn't even like roses. So all the comments are like, even after all of this, you can't get our tulips. So then the next live stream, he shows up with tulips.
Oh shit.
And he's just like practicing proposing to the camera.
Dude, this
And
is
he's crying.
This is turning to
Yeah, and then it's actually working because he's making a lot of money because netizens thinks it's really funny to like, okay, so you know how when you donate on TikTok shop, you can give them like random special effects on their head?
Yeah.
So he'll be crying about how his life is ruined, he has no family, and then suddenly he'll have like a Monkey King face. And then all of a sudden there's like this one where a hammer goes bonk and your head gets like dunk for a second, so people are doing that.
类的，这个不是莫桑钻，也不是假钻，是真真心心的，我拿出我的诚意来。
And then he keeps getting upset. He's like, guys, if one day the clown is really crying and sad, does everyone still think it's funny? And then everyone's like, bonk. So he keeps live streaming and calling Eva. I don't know, trying to do like a TikTok
I'm
live
putting
stream
these
battle
on
or
here as
something.
the
She's not
ending
picking up. He's leaving
rewards,
voicemails. I'm live streaming.
but
Please call me
also
back. Or use the voice chat. Are
bonus
you there?
reward if we
Hello?
hit
I'm live streaming right now.
that.
And then also he goes on to clarify that the person that he called, the woman that he called on the show, was his assistant, who is a female, because his tummy was hurting. So he needed to ask what to do about his tummy hurting. And you know what that made me feel like? It could be his assistant. It could not be his assistant.
I'm
He
definitely
gives me the
gonna
type
go
that
get
would have a
something to eat in
very
between
bad,
streams.
salacious affair with a power struggle. Not a power struggle, a power dynamic that is unfair with an assistant. So I'm like, that doesn't make it any better. I don't think that makes it any better right now, because you could have just asked a producer for some Pepto-Bismol. It's not that serious.
honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like cheating is a lower crime
it's a day where
than
I
what he has done on
Yeah.
this show. Like,
Everything he's like gaslit
I
her,
will have real
manipulated.
food.
Yeah. Everything. So yeah, all the comments say he has no family now, but he still has that tiny little yellow card, which is the Chinese Douyin live streaming shop feature. It's like the TikTok shop icon. As long as his viewers can TikTok shop his shop, what's family, right? Who needs kids? Who needs a wife? Not I.
so crazy.
Also, he gets very upset. He clarified multiple times in the live stream that the lighting on the show was weird. He's not actually balding. And he says, see, look. And he showed me the top of his dome like 10
should
times.
be ad vibe.
Buy this shampoo right here.
Exactly. Click the shop button
Girl,
for the
what
best
just
shampoo
happened?
ever. Crazy. So, what are your thoughts?
Hello?
Let me know in the comments. Guys, I'm going to retire Chinaverse for a little bit. I just need you guys to soak in the vibes of this for a little bit. And then we're going to come back with some insane Chinaverses that make Yangzi seem normal. So, with that being said, stay tuned for the next one because it's not a Chinaverse, but it still involves a cheating husband. Isn't there always? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.
That means stream's almost over. Fuck. Alright, we'll hide that for a sec. Okay, what are our basic What are our basic goals we normally do? Okay, we have that. We have layer off. Layer off. I'll just do like 2 layer off goals. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so layer off we'll do at oh Jesus, 250. There's a good dog. Then we'll do 500. And then this will be plus that'll be add 250 to the goal or add 500 to the goal depending on which one gets chosen. Yeah. So this will be set at 100, this will be set at 250, this will be set at 500, and then past that it'll either go to naked or show, and then we'll add that on, and then that'll be the plus that for every one past it. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to scroll up. So yeah, that works. That's just the basic ones for each stream. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then we need to think of overarching monthly goals as well. So there can be like a running goal for the whole month that can hit certain numbers. So let me just think of what the numbers are and then we'll think of what the things are. So they'll be longer, so they'll be bigger numbers. So the first one will be 1,000 probably. Make it easy. You're fine, honey. You're fine, my baby girl. You're okay, little girl. No, it's not the month yet. This is pre-planning for whenever it happens. It's not there yet. Let's do 2,500. I'm trying to make them spread out because I know it's gonna get crazy. So we're gonna make them kind of way bigger. So yeah. So they can be bigger rewards because it'll be like, obviously this will also be including all of our normal stream goals will add to this. So you don't have to like tip separately for this, hence why these are bigger goals. Yeah. Yes. You get me. 75, that's what I was. Ah! Should I make that bigger? Because these will be for like the end of the month. Hold on. I should make that bigger. We'll jump up. We'll double it. Double or nothing. And then we'll do 15. And then the last one will be 20. Or should I make it higher? Oh, I am missing a 0. Do I make it higher? Do I make it bigger? Do I make this 2,000 and the next 3,000 or 30? Numbers are hard, okay? Shut up. Shut up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Do I do this? Make a real stretch goal. Yeah, I should. Yeah, because they're gonna be everything. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So what should they be? What should the first one be? First one. I know, that's why I was like, okay, it's gonna be big numbers, so yeah. Laptop stream? Should the first one be laptop? The first one's basically a given, so I forget what the stream numbers were because I forget how much was tips versus subscriptions. But I think it was mostly tips, so I think it was like around 30. It was around 30 for tips, I think. Yeah, the first 3 are a given. So let's do the first one and be like a little laptop floor stream. Yes. I am gonna do old video sales. I'm gonna do new video content. I will already have hopefully pre-planned. We'll do that also, not like immediately. I want to figure these out and then I will leave us, okay? Ooh, yeah, bathtub stream's a good one. Bathtub stream is a good idea. Okay. Bathtub stream. Yes, yes I am. Gonna have hopefully a lot of stuff. I was gonna have start with vibe be a reward for one of these. Probably one of these. Probably this one. Probably this one. When we hit rank 69, the next stream will start with vibe. I just feel like that's a good one to have. That's a good one to have for that one. It's like not a big enough goal to have as one of these. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm gonna be trying to film this month. Hopefully I can get that done. Probably not this week. That's gonna be my, because this week is all of my filming for Valentine's Day content that will get posted this month. Well, and some content for next month, but mostly it's gonna be posted this month. So like, I have about 3 videos queued up for the weekend of Valentine's Day. I have a shower video queued up for this weekend, and then I have on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday there's a video posting on for Valentine's Day weekend, which is like a little bunny video or cosplay I did that was low effort. I'm gonna be filming some type, I haven't fully fleshed it out, but I'm filming something that's, I don't know, I haven't fleshed it out yet, so I haven't decided. I might save it for later once I fully flesh out the idea, because this is one I want to actually script, because I want it to be satire, and therefore I need to actually plan it better. Can't just rush that one. But I'm gonna film the cherry sheep this week, as well as something else that's lower effort, that isn't Valentine's Day themed. It's just like a normal thing. Yes, I am gonna do the top 3. I'll probably have like the top 3, and then I'll have like runner-up grouping of something that's more of like a digital reward. Because sending out too many physical things gets a lot, but keeping it to 3 works. And then, ooh, actually I can do cosplay stream at 5K. That's a good one. Cosplay stream. I feel like at 10K we'll do a fuck machine stream. He's screaming. Yeah, I need to figure out that. Which actually, maybe that's what I'll film on as my thing, since I haven't figured out the scripted thing yet. I'll push the scripted one down the line. I'll see how my little rant video plays out first. But yeah. Yeah, if I'm gonna do something, so what I was thinking so far was that I was going to use the lyrics of BYOB and just strip it out of them being lyrics and like work them into an actual sentence somehow. That was my first thought. My second thought was I could somehow work a Fallout cosplay into that and make it be like, oh my god, like 10 years in the future, we've reached Fallout, there's been a nuclear war, things have gotten really bad. I was thinking something along the lines of that, because I can't do any like direct satire because people are actively stupid. So I was thinking more of like there's layers to the commentary, so some people will the stupid people won't see past it. See, I need to get a Pip-Boy. I also need to like destroy one of my Fallout outfits because they're too clean, and yeah. So yeah. That's why I thought it would be funny to do 10 years, because like in that amount of time we've gone past the nuclear fallout port. Anyway, I need to flesh it out more and fully plan it out, but I was thinking it would be like we're in a bunker. We like found a bunker and we're hiding out in it. No, that's too much makeup. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of something along the lines of that, but I'm not gonna have that fleshed out by filming this week, so at some point I will have that done and we'll figure it out. But yeah, so but I'm gonna I'm gonna film something, and then the cherry sheep stuff this week, and then the next week I'm gonna film stuff for the following month, and just keep trying to be... Sorry, I'm thinking of next week already as this week. Next week. God damn it. My brain's already just on the next one. I know, it's a problem. Okay. $20,000 goal. What's that gonna be? If I had good ones, then I would, but I don't have any good ones. I need to find a good one is what I'm saying, and I haven't yet. I bought a few different ones. They haven't been good. I'll actually clear the kitchen. I can actually clear the kitchen and do a cooking stream. Yes. Okay, and then we'll think of something that's lewd again for the final one. Oh. We could do, I have the Lovense, like, dildo vibrator. We could have it be a that type of stream. Because we still haven't used that. We still haven't used that. We still haven't tried it. The one that moves. No, we haven't used that yet. We still haven't done that. Because we couldn't... It was back when we couldn't get it set up. But now that we're better at doing that... Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. How do I word that? Dildo. Yeah, that works. That works. Yes. It was a while ago, but then it was like right after we got it working, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole fucking thing. Okay, wait, let's finish this first and then I'm done. Then I'm leaving you. Okay, top 100. Okay, let's do that later. What should 42 be? Okay. What was rank ending in 5 last time? And or what should it be this time? Oh yeah, one of them was a lewd TikTok. We'll just do this one. Yes. Okay, that's good. Oh yes, DM a nude. Okay, I'll swap it this time. Alright, alright. And then rank 42. Good night. Have good work tomorrow. 42, 42. What should 42 be? 42 should be truth or dare. Because it's a funny one. So 42 should be truth or dare. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Top 100. We'll have the jar. We need to brainstorm some new like games for us to do on stream, but I am still gonna have that. Yes, it will be there. No, I still haven't fucking set up the new wheel yet, but we have the, like, OBS ones, so, like, maybe? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's one of the things. That's one of the things we'll have. I'm also gonna have... this. Which I will send to everybody starting next private stream. That is this month, like on Sunday, on the 15th. This will be getting sent out to everyone, okay? But we're gonna be doing a thing here, okay? So then you can work up to a free private stream ticket. It's gonna be another thing that we have. Anyway, not the point. Not the point. Yes. Yes. Loyalty card. Yes. I figured it would make sense. I figured it would make sense. Like, why not? Why not? I can do that. I can do that as a thing. Oh, I just realized when she left us. But yeah, right? You can print it out, keep track of it. It's gonna work in the same way a physical one would. So I'm gonna basically DM you a photo of it. You'll DM me back a photo of it when you want to use it. So if you're like, hey, I'm buying another stream ticket, I'm gonna DM you a photo of the card. Then I can go in and send you a photo of it with the stamp and the removed, so then it's shown that you got a ticket, and then yeah, so you just, so then you save that photo with the first one marked off, and then I send it back to you, and then every single one of them will have like a different stamp for each month's stream, so it'll show which one you got. So yeah, so basically just send it back to me whenever you get a ticket. Yeah. Yes. And then you can use them whenever you want to. I just thought it would be a fun thing to reward the people who are here for every single one, since it helps a lot and it's fun. Nice. Okay, anyway, top 100. That's like the easiest. What should that be? So these are for like if we end the month doing this rank. So if we end the month in the top 100, what should the reward be? If we end the top 50, what should that be? So this isn't gonna be every time we hit one of these ranks. This is just for if we end there. A 100 spanks. I feel like that's not enough. This is just for, we're just planning for the next rank month. Yeah. So this is just, we're planning for the next rank month, just so that shit's all set up for us whenever it happens, and then we'll have like a 3-month gap probably, and then we'll plan it again. But yeah, this is just for that. I didn't have a planner for the last rank month. That's why I'm doing this. because I desperately should have had one. Yeah. I don't know where the graphic is. I have it somewhere, but it's not, it's buried, so it's somewhere. Yeah, we kind of just wung that, so that's why I'm planning it this time. Fuck. God damn it. Naked. Start naked. We'll start naked. That one will be start naked. Or should it just be Hitachi show? Yeah. Hitachi show, fuck machine show, and then this one will be chat controlled show, aka the dildo. Anal show. Because there's no way we're getting to that. I'm trying to give some motivation. Okay. I think we have everything planned as much as we can right now. We'll plan more later. Not necessarily later today, but probably Monday. We'll plan some more. By the way, no secret stream later. We're just gaming for the rest of the day. Teddy's gonna play Animal Crossing next. It's gonna be chill. But this is good. This is good so far. Monday we'll plan out like what the fuck we're filming. Maybe some more stream rewards in general, some more activities. I'll try to brainstorm over the weekend and just, yeah. But this was good. This was productive. I'm very happy. We watched good Queen videos. It was good. I need to figure out what the fuck we're watching for Teddy's stream. There's other Queen videos we haven't watched, so probably another one. Unless we can think of something else. Otherwise, I will see you guys. Wait. I will see you guys later on Twitch. Teddy's stream is probably gonna be like 10 minutes late or so because I just need to get some food in me here. Yeah. Twitch, we're gonna play some more Make Room, I think. Work on that room we started last time. And then we will go from there. So yeah. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Teddy will see you soon. Otherwise, I'll see you Monday. Okay? Okay. Bye! Goodbye! No, I'm gonna need more help. I got the things that I had in my brain done. But the rest that we're gonna be doing Monday, that's a whole other thing. So, yeah. Yay! Thank you, Jeffu! Alright, I will see you guys later. Enjoy the outro. I will shoot you off to Teddy's soon, okay? Bye! Bye.